Right, WeaponCollector here. Right, another stream, another Friday. So, do my usual 3 hours. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and all that. And if you ever want to support this channel, you'll see these names coming up here. They're all my Patreon supporters. If you're a Patreon supporter, you'll get your name on there. If you're any kids screaming, that's just my niece and nephew. Right, I'll go over to the comments now. I can't actually read them. Yeah. Don't forget to click the bell. That'll give you notifications every time. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah. See you in a minute. Right, where am I? I'll let you know when I can see you. See Bob Stone's on. You right, Bob? I haven't been doing much myself today. Just filmed that video for that. But I say that, you don't even know what I'm pointing at, do you? For the walking stick. Right. Weapon and stuff, you right, Liam? He said, hi, Mike. Had a fun day. Ran around today with the doctor and the pharmacist. Have to go back tomorrow and see if they can sort the tablets out. What a waste of time. Yeah, it's a nightmare when you have things like that. You know, that can happen a lot though, can't it? You know, the worst one is like what you had before, telling you, oh, it'll be all right, won't happen again. Or when they don't even know what it is for ages. You know, I had to self-diagnose one of the things I had once. You know, 6 months worth of tests and that, and then I worked out what it was and just sorted it out myself in the end. You know, very annoying. I think the slow mode's on, but it should only be like 20 seconds today. Everything's all right in it. You can hear me all right, can't you? Just going to see how many we got on. So we've got 6 viewers on. I thought I found a good trick that I was going to be able to make this so it wasn't so light on my face. You can make the YouTube dark, can't you? You can do a dark theme for YouTube. So I settled a dark theme up for YouTube, and then when you come to a live stream, it don't work on this page. Leon, you right, mate? Seen your name come up yet? Don't know where it is. Backwards on here, isn't it? He said, hey, how are you today? I'm all right, mate. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I ain't really been doing a lot. Just like I said, I like to clean up our summer house thing. Slingshot Warrior, right, mate? Yeah. Cleaned up our summer house. Did the video for this. Dead Not Z, you right, mate? He said this evening rather. And yeah, just saw it. Awesome. Cheers. Weapons up. Yeah, for me it's the pharmacist. Don't have the tablets in stock, but didn't want to admit it. They told me to go back later. Drove back and they told me again they didn't have it in. Try again tomorrow. Yeah, that's a nightmare. Very annoying. Slingshot Warrior, lovely walking stick. Yeah, cheers, mate. I was really happy with it. I was happy how the end came out. That was the most important bit. I wanted a sort of a ball on it. You know, I was restricted to how thick it was going to be, but that's come out all right, isn't it? You can see, you know, it has got an end on it at least. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I was quite happy with that. When there's a couple more on, I've got to tell you something about tomorrow. Oh, have a look while you're watching this. Is there a card in the there should be a card and a poll in this video. I don't know if it comes on now or when it's done. There's a little voting thing on there for you. Yeah, it looks great. Maybe you could make those and sell at some point. You know, I'll have to I'll think about it. And I did have a think today because I thought, I'll tell you why I stopped doing some of the things I sell. They're too hard. They're just not economical with the tools I've got. I like making like the Tantos and that, but they're really hard work and it's not economical in the end for the amount of hours you have to do and the amount I charge. But these would be worth doing. The amount of time I can do them in, they would probably be worth doing if people wanted them. Like I said, this is the first one. I would definitely refine that there slightly more. But the rest, you know, it's good. You know, it's all good anyway, but it's just, you know, when you do things yourself or, you know, it's that sort of perfectionist, or as they say, artists are never finished with their work. They just settle on it, sort of thing. You know what I mean? You know, and that's how I see it. You know what I mean? You're never happy with the things you do. You look at it and I could have done that a bit different. You know, you just have to stop doing it. Leon, gonna take you in the garden in my iPad for a blunt. Oh, nice. That sounds good. Once I voted, card appeared as an at the top of the video. Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't know if that would pop up or not. Yeah. Yeah, I just thought I'd wait on it. I'll ask you all later anyway, and then you can tell me. Things that worry you had some further attacks. I definitely will with the next one. I'll tell you why I didn't with this one, mate. Purely because I wanted one that I could definitely carry it as a walking stick without anyone saying anything. Over here, the problem with the furniture tax is some police might say something about it. I don't know. But see, with this one, I think they definitely wouldn't. But I definitely will. When I do another one, because I think I will do another one, because this turned out as good as I was hoping, I will do at least another one, and I'll do the furniture tax idea. So cheers for suggesting that. Captain 5214, you right, mate? Yeah, I'm happy with this. It come out good. Bit slow tonight. I ain't started early, have I? So what's everyone else been doing today? I know Liam said he's been having trouble with his tablets and that. You'd think in this day and age they'd have tablets, wouldn't you? My sister actually is a pharmacist, so I sort of know a little bit about, you know, sort of what goes on. You know, I don't, but you know what I mean? But, you know. But I know her side of it. That's what I try and get at. You know what I mean? You know. Yeah, trying to think. I started playing that Beyond Two Souls. I quite like it. It's definitely like the others. It's more of an interactive movie than a game. You only really use about 3 buttons: X, R1 and R1 and L1. You know, sometimes the 4 shoulder buttons. Captain, have you ever used one of your homemade clubs for self-protection? No, I haven't, mate. Right, weapon and stuff. You'd think they would have a better automated system for pharmacies so they could tell you much faster if your tablets will be delayed rather than saying come back later, come back later. Yeah, no, I agree with you. You would think that. I'll tell you what, I don't know what your doctors are like. Ours are terrible, right? You can't even do in the old days, you used to be able to ring up any time of the day and say, could I see the doctor? And they may say, oh, sorry, we're all fully booked today, but you can have an appointment tomorrow or the next day or the next day. You know what I mean? Now, you have to ring up at 8 o'clock in the morning, ring up any later, all of the spaces will be gone, and you can only have a spot that day. And if you ring up too late, that's it, you can't have one. You've got to ring up the next day. Terrible. Captain 5214. Well, I'll be honest with you, mate. Even if I did, I wouldn't be able to say I did on a video. That's the only problem. I have to watch out what I say on these videos. Do you know what I mean? You have to be careful what you say in these videos. Join my Patreon. You can ask me anything then. $1 a month. Maybe $2 a month for any questions. But no, I would answer if it was, you know, I don't want to, I could get myself in trouble potentially. You know what I mean? I don't want to risk it. You know what I mean? Don't know. Because you never know. There are people that, you know, I know it was more of a serious thing, but that There was a bloke who used to go on these game shows called CJ Demouy or something, Demore, and he'd written in a book about how he'd push someone in a lake, and he said that he suspected he may have killed this person. Well, he's got a knock on the door a couple of weeks later and arrested. You know, so it's always better to be careful. You know what I mean? What you say. So for our doctors, you can usually get an emergency appointment that day, but yeah, you have to phone early-ish, and then the GP appointment is always quite far off. Our issue is if the doctor tells you, do you sometimes hope someone acts naughty so they can get pushed around a little bit? Wink, wink, wink. Some days, dude. I'm quite a easy-going person now, I tell you. You know what I mean? I like the easy life now. I mean, when I used to drink all the time, I was always getting in trouble and always doing, you know, but I hate all that now. You know what I mean? Drives me up the wall. I prefer, but it made me very paranoid. The only issue if the doctor tells you to come back again later after trying not a proper tablet, etc. Had that a few times, make me think, why bother going? Yeah, exactly. Captain said understood. I've become paranoid on here now. That's what I say. Said not Z, they closed down the local surgery I went to, and the one that they transferred me to was bloody awful. I couldn't get an appointment for 2 months. Phoning at 8 o'clock was a waste of time. That's terrible, mate. Yeah, ours is very bizarre. You can only have an appointment that day that you ring. You know what I mean? That's it now. The longer work is fair enough. Yeah, in the old days, yeah, definitely. Leon watched Deadpool 2 today, if you're into that. I've never watched them, but I would, and they do look really good. They look really fun, you know, and violent, and yeah, they look good. Bush crapping, you right, mate? Weapons and stuff. But luckily today, the doctor was very good and wanting to be helpful. Suggested I try one kind of tablet that's not a prescription one I hadn't tried yet. Oh, that's good. And was very cooperative of sorting me out. Nice. Do you see a different doctor every time as well? As I do. I suppose I could ask for a doctor, but in the old days, that was another thing. You all saw the same doctor. Now, different doctor every single time. But saying about this, I did have an idea. 2 people suggested going out and hitting some bottles with it. And although you wouldn't do that with a walking stick normally, I did think to myself, well, I might come across like a wasp's nest, I suppose, or an adder that I might have to whack with it. So, you know. So, yeah, you may see some water bottle tests for this soon. Be the next video. I don't know when I'll do it. Melanie, Rob, you right, mate? Wrapping the stuff. Some new painkillers, as I can't take aspirin or ibuprofen due to the ulcerative colitis. So he said he will sort me out of much stronger stuff because he knows it's unfair. I can't take regular pain. A lot of them lot here have all got bloody Zapane now. They've gone past them as well. But yours is, you know. Leon said, I think you would like it. The humour is there, but at the end of the day, it's a typical superhero movie. You know, I don't mind the old superhero movies. There's so many of them nowadays. I just ain't got around to watching any of them. Not like the old days when you'd have a couple. They're bloody, as you know, it's a big thing now, isn't it? But yeah, I'll definitely watch them. Lady Potatoes, right? You never know when a rogue coconut may attack. Exactly. Yeah, if it falls out of a tree, I could whack it. Yeah, that way. Good idea. Next time I go shopping, coconut or a melon. Better not these zombie coconuts are truly evil. I agree, mate. I agree. They need smashing. And I asked to see the GP, as he is generally quite good. Some doctors, oh, your GP, sorry, I asked to see my GP, yeah. Come back and in a couple of weeks and see another random doctor who repeats the same thing last time. Yeah, that's the only problem I found, actually, that seeing a different doctor each time, it's like starting over again, isn't it? You are better off, especially if it's something that's repeated, to see the same one. It all depends, though. But sometimes you also have that thing where a doctor doesn't seem to be wanting to help you, you know. Simon, you're right, mate. Leon said, pop a crystal ball on the end of that bad boy, it'll become an illegal bludgeon. I know. Yeah, I have to say. Imagine. Be a wizard then. I have to grow my beard a bit longer, though. Are there any bald wizards? I know they all have beards. Captain, I use a VA here in the States for my healthcare. Been treated fair. Yeah, we're lucky over here. We get the old NHS, so you don't really have to pay for anything apart from you pay for a prescription, which is you pay for your tablets. But the actual going to the doctors is free, going to the hospital is free. Simon said, didn't get notified. No, I was saying, who did I say to? I think it was Bob Stone. You'll probably get notified in about 2 hours when it's too late. Or tomorrow. Melanie, really like the walking stick. Thinking of making one myself. I highly recommend it. You have to see what you can get your hands on. Do you know what I mean? I picked this hoe handle because it got fatter at the end. I knew I could do the sort of the handle bit. Well worth doing and quite easy, really. You know, it didn't take long. And you can get, you know, you make it to your own size and that. That's partly why I didn't just buy something. I could make it to my own thickness, so you know it's strong. That's thicker than a normal cane, you know. And stuff. It's good here that we have the choice of paying insurance for private or use the NHS as normal. Means you have a choice if you can't afford private. Yeah, it's good, really, isn't it? You know, we do have it all right over here for some things. Simon said, I like the pimp cane, mate. Very nice, isn't it? I'm a pimp and I got my hoe. JT, you're all right, mate. I'm at family barbecue at the moment. I'm a bit pissed. All right, mate. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Don't get too drunk. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Have a look in the poll in the video. I probably, well, yeah, I won't be able to be on tomorrow. Not this time anyway. But so there's a choice. I'll either be on Saturday in the daytime, like 3 till 5, but I'm not 100% sure at that time. But it'll be around that time. Or Sunday night, but there's a chance I'll be hungover and might not want to do it. I mean, so yeah, do the poll in the video. It should be a card. It should be like a question, not a question mark, exclamation mark in the corner. Click that, do the poll, and then I'll have a look later and see how everyone voted, and then I'll do that. Or I made mine from a natural stick and made mine thick too. Yeah, that's one good thing. If you do it with a natural stick, you can choose your own thickness as well. Tell you what I had in mind. I had in mind similar to that Cold Steel Walkabout one, I think it's called, isn't it? That's what I was picturing. And it's all right. You know, it's close enough to it. A homemade. Also, 16 people are watching this, and only 3 people liked it. Oh, I forgot to say that. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, please. Only 10 people have liked it, according to mine. It doesn't like updating unless you refresh, really, but even then, yeah, YouTube, yeah, exactly. No, don't worry about it, Bob. I'm glad you said, mate. No, you know, I don't know how many. I can't see on mine, actually, how many people have. Simon said, do you still have your crown? I was watching old vids. Look good for that pimp cane. I have got the if you look on the actual video, hang on, I'll get back to that. Right, sorry. I have still got the crown. It's in the loft. When I got it out, all of the rabbit skin fur I had around it all rotted away, so it was disgusting. But I've still got the rest of it. I'll have to redo it one day. Bloody old thing down there. Anyway, I live back in the wood. It'd be great for walking the trails by my house. Yeah, perfect for that. Leon said, "Where is the pole?" I think if you look at the video, maybe you have to hover your I don't know how it works on the mobile, stuff like that. But if you hover over the video, there should be an exclamation mark in the corner in a circle. Yeah, top right. Lady potatoes, top right, little mark. Mark will pop up. Click that and it'll show. Lady potato as well. I even looking at it now. Yeah, yeah. Found something interesting that I think Jumble Cell Boo will like. I'm pretty sure he's always on about this. Found this in my loft. Probably do one of the catalogue nostalgias with this, but I won't be able to do it all. Just too many pages. Tell me if you think that bloke looks like Piers Morgan shooting an air rifle. I think it does. Piers Morgan shooting an air rifle there. It's not really. T800, alright, mate? Leon said, I'm on an iPad, so maybe there's something else. Could someone pop a link in chat for me? Well, I'll tell you what, Leon, if you want, hang on. I'll just write your vote down. Because I'm fine with doing that, because that's what I was planning on doing anyway. So hang on. Don't matter. It's only, it says, right, hang on. So let's put a little thing here. Sunday night or Saturday day. Right, hang on. Right, write one of those down. Things that order my stick is made from dogwood. Yeah, I don't think I've ever made anything from dogwood, you know. Bristol, I've got 15 likes, 19 watching. I'll tell you how many it says on mine. I know that was a minute ago. 17 on mine at the minute. Right, well, write some of these down. So thought I'd gone and written that down wrong then. Piers Morgan hates guns though. Maybe the recoil hit him in the face and that's why he hates guns. Yeah, that one. Lady Potato probably walked out of the shooting range looking like a raccoon. Captain, have a great day, friend. Go and water my garden. Thanks, mate. You like it, Captain. So, Z not Z, I'm going to put one on both for you then. No, you just write down, Simon. Write down either Sunday or Saturday. That'll do. And I'll still take the votes down from the poll, though. That's double. It don't matter. Right, Saturday 3, another one. Sunday. Right, so at the minute it's 3 Saturdays, 2 Sundays. Yeah. Sunday, Saturday, nothing, Saturday, yeah. It's either 1 or 2 or 2 and 3. I'll just put Z not Z down for 1 on each. Right, Simon said Saturday. That'll be Saturday day though. I've read all that, and Slingshot. Well, I'm glad you like my Slingshot video. Yeah, it's good, mate. You ought to whack more videos up like you used to. How come you don't put quite so many on now? Is there any reason, or just don't get time now? If you see me looking down, see, I'll be looking down to you all the time. Burnt my bloody hand earlier cooking. I was moving this great big fucking saucepan, big saucepan, you know, like that, full of boiling hot water and corn on the cob, and the handles get really hot on it, so you have to be careful. So I was using 2 tea towels on both handles, and one of the tea towels caught on the bottom of the, like underneath, you know, the grill bits, and then it spilt on my hand. Bristol, hang on, Slingshot were camera issues, was it? Bristol, the Royal Wedding might clash, Mike. Well, I was hoping at 3 o'clock it might have ended by then. I'm going to check my telly in a minute. Let's have a look. I'll tell you in a second. But I think by then it should have finished. It says it starts at 8 and then it's on to about 2. I'll have a look. If you hear anything, it's my telly coming on. Simon said, "Lol, but Sunday then might get more views." Bloody wedding, yeah. I'm not, but the only thing with the Sunday may not happen if I'm hungover, you see. I'm going to go out Saturday night. When I say go out, I'm going out in the Wendy house for a drink with my family. Play some darts and that, just have a night out. So maybe I might see if I can do a little quick drunk stream in there, but I doubt it because it didn't work in the shed. But I may be able to set it up slightly differently in there. Oh, what was I doing? TV guide. Plus 24 hours. They're not say fuck the bastard wedding. I've had enough of it. Let's see. BBC One stops showing it at. Hang on. Tell you in a minute. I think BBC One stopped showing it at 2 o'clock, and it's football, so that won't affect us because none of our viewers watch football, do they? And ITV stops at 3, so yeah, should be all right. I don't think most of our lot will be watching it anyway. Lady Potatoes, I don't get fascinated with the wedding personally. Then again, I'm a bloody foreigner. You know, I'll be honest with you. I'll probably actually watch it because I quite like a lot of I like the spectacle of it. If I'm honest with you, I do like the sort of pageantry of what we do in this country. I quite like it. You know what I mean? Because there's no other countries that really do it like we do. You know what I mean? It's interesting for that. But you know, if you lot think it's total load of bollocks, then you know, that's fine with me. I'm sure it's a Saturday in case I'm in recovery. Sunday is hangover day. Leon said, I won't be watching the wedding at all. I really couldn't care less, to be honest. Yeah. No, a lot of people like that. Lady Potato said, that's true. Well, I'm going to get YouTube Red to binge watch Cobra Kai. Good idea. On that website I go on, someone's been putting some of the episodes on there, so I may get them and just store them for later. Crystal said, me too, Mike, thumbs up. Yeah, you know, I'll be totally honest with you. I'll tell you what I would like to watch, though, because you won't get to see one of these very often in your life. It's a coronation. You know what I mean? You know, that'd be an interesting thing to see live. You know, even if you're not really that interested in it. But, you know, like I said, a lot of people think total bollocks, fucking royal family, can't stand them, you know what I mean, cost us loads of money. You know, and that's up to them, and I don't, you know, if that is your opinion, that doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? I'm not the kind of person who, you know, like some people get weird about it, you know, oh, you've got a different opinion of me. I don't I disagree with you, so there, I don't like you. I'm not like that. You can have different opinions on things and still be friends, don't you mean? From stuff. I've got stuff to do tomorrow. I've got a 4-hour show rehearsal on Sunday. So that means I won't be able to do much. So I need to work extra hard tomorrow. Lady Potatoes, how dare you have a different opinion? Some people are genuinely like that, though, aren't they? I know some people who are like that. I'm not. You know what I mean? And stuff. If you're streaming Saturday, though, I'll make sure to make time for that. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm planning on not being too hungover, but now I've changed the way I drink, what I drink. The last 2 times I've drunk, the hangovers weren't bad at all. So chances are I probably will be doing it. When did I say? Sunday. What's better? What did you reckon was better? If you're streaming Saturday, though, yeah, I may do it Sunday. We'll see what happens anyway. Do you know what I mean? Saturday's winning at the minute, though. I better do what the vote comes up as, not what I feel like now. Bob Stone, have you heard of Steve 1982 MRE info? He is a great YouTuber. He does reviews on old army rations. I recommend. No, I don't think I have seen. Oh, actually, I may have seen him, you know, but without knowing it, because I have watched some of those. Thinks that Warrior Cobra Kai is anti-social justice warrior snowflake. Lady Potatoes, if we all thought the same, the world would be very boring. Yeah, it definitely would. I'll check out that bloke, though, Bob. I'll write the name down. I may have, though, because I have watched some, but I don't subscribe to any one who does it regularly, but I sometimes do watch them. So, yeah, probably bad for the blood pressure to get offended by everything. Yeah, imagine. And some people are like that, don't they? You know, and they're never happy as well. You know, I know people who are never happy with anything. You know, and I just think, just I don't know, just don't try and change yourself, fuck's sake, because if you gotta be happy about something. Some people are never happy with anything or satisfied with anything. You know, can't be a enjoyable way to live. UK Survivor, right, mate? We ain't been talking about much, really, just the usual old stuff. You could always watch the first half an hour later. Sorry, Baby Dragon, right? What are all them guns for? Just for a beautiful display. As gun porn for you. Lady Potato, yeah. Steve at 1989 Every is pretty good. I'll check him out then. Things that were Zachary Fowler is an awesome channel. Right, I'll put that one down as well, mate. Lady Potato, that's Sly Baby Dragon collection, and that's a collection, and that's about it. Nice having a piece of history. Yeah, good point. Yeah, just a nice collection, you know. People enjoy to look at it. I've got my YouTube Don't Tread on Me badge. Got my little advertising board. Looks better than a blank wall, doesn't it? Said not as evil. Some people being miserable keeps them happy. Oh, I couldn't do it, mate, I tell you. I couldn't do it. Tom says, Steve's entertaining too. Now let's get it out on the tray. Oh, I think I have seen him then. Yeah, if that's his catchphrase, yeah, I do recognise that. Yeah, no, I think I have seen him. I don't subscribe to him, though. But I definitely have seen them videos. Did I show you the gun, Mark? Oh, yeah, because it had Piers Morgan on the front, didn't it? I also found this, which I'm assuming is my sister's fiance's. It's his sister's, because she was in the cadets and was going to join the army. And I think some of his cousins was in the army as well. Remember the stuff, I like to moan about certain things, but that's a coping mechanism. For the most part, I like to try and be happy. Yeah, having a little moan's all right. But I do know some people are never satisfied with anything. You know what I mean? And it just, I think, you know, can't be everyone's different though, aren't they? You know. You guys over all that MRE guy, I think I subbed to him. Thomas, you right, mate? Leon said, in Mike's spare time, he's basically Keanu Reeves. That's a compliment I'll take. Yeah. Sly Baby Dragon, you have entered the Matrix. And here is the... Now you have to decide what weapons you want to take. You can either take... I don't know which one was the good one. You can take the red board or the blue board. The blue board has nothing on it. Simon said they're making the third Bill and Ted. Yeah, I heard that just for when I was finishing off the Loft, I had Radio 4 on, and there must have been some film review program on, and I just heard them saying, because Keanu Reeves and Matey are actually going to be in it, aren't they? Because they were saying, oh, who is this aimed at? You know, is it aimed at the old lot, you know, like people like my age probably? You know what I mean? I'll definitely watch it. King Shot Warrior, you would like Cobra Kai because Sensei Johnny Lawrence doesn't tolerate whining. I'll tell you what, mate, I'll try and get them. So like I said, I've got a place where I can get some of the episodes. And I'll tell you what ones I can get hold of. And then next, if not tomorrow's chat, it'll probably be next Friday's chat. I'll tell you what I got hold of. I've not watched anything apart from 8 of the 10 Hellraiser films this last sort of week. Yeah, quite disappointing, most of them. The first 4 are good. They are what I'd call proper Hellraiser films. They've all got the Hellraiser music. You know what I mean? They're all and there's all theatrical releases as well. And then after that, they're all straight to TV, straight to video releases. They start to change the music, and they all seem to be like just crime thrillers with a Hellraiser element added to it. So they're a bit sort of boring. Like Pinhead and the Cenobites are in each of them for like 5 minutes. Has none of the Hellraiser music, which is partly what gives it good atmosphere. They're not terrible, but they're nowhere near as good as like the first 2. I tell you, you do appreciate the first 4 when you see the other like 5 to 8, you know. Lady Potatoes, yeah, the later ones just felt washed out to me too. Yeah, I've not watched 9 and 10 yet. 9 was supposedly filmed in like 3 weeks, I think, and 10 is Jumble Sabu reckoned was all right, but I've not watched them much yet. But yeah, all the others I watched so far, yeah, it just seemed like other films with Hellraiser element chucked in. Random stuff reminds me of the Godfrey Ho ninja films, where he bought unfinished films and spliced some ninja stuff in to make movies. Nice. Leon, every time that MRE guy pulls out an old Camel or Marlboro, I desperately want some of that nicotine. You smoke then, do you, Leon? I gave up in about 2006, I think, after smoking since about the age of 12. By the time I was 12, I was smoking every day anyway. I was smoking about when I was 8. That would have been like one or 2 a week or something, you know. But I got lucky that gave up smoking by using that Alan Carr's Easy Way to Give Up Smoking book, not the comedian. And I don't get any craving for cigarettes now. Nothing at all. It's brilliant. I know people who give up and for months, well, even years, they still crave the nicotine. I'm lucky I don't have it at all. Stuff I've officially given up, but I still have loads of very tempting cigars left in the drawer. Well, the good thing with cigars, they sort of last, don't they? I think. You know, they dry out a bit, but they'd still be all right. Leon, I only smoke cigs when I'm out of bud, sorry. But I only smoke bud these days unless I'm out and about. Lady Potato smoked as a teen, but decided it smelt and haven't touched them since. Yeah, where I don't smoke now, and luckily I don't have to be with people smoking constantly, I can, if I go in a room, I never used to have this when I smoked. When I used to smoke, I never noticed it at all. But now I can smell the smoke on me. I can feel it on my face. It's weird, I was only laughing because I get moaned at for it. Yeah, I can really notice it now. Okay, so I occasionally vape, but not really for me. Yeah, I'm glad I'd stopped smoking because I'd have to be smoking dog ends now if I did. So I wouldn't be able to afford any tobacco. And I've tried growing it, and it don't. Not the same. It's more like cigar tobacco, and it's hard to dry it out. It's hard to get homegrown tobacco like the quality of a cigarette or rolling tobacco. I don't have a humidor cigars, just dried ones, so they last forever. 100% natural, but not necessarily healthy. Prep fit, right, mate? This is Hi WC. If you were in a zombie or apocalyptic movie or reality, what bladed weapon would you want to have? Definitely my Japanese Type 32 sword up there. I'll just tip the camera up just for a second so you can see it. But hold this because it's delayed, so I don't know if you can see it or not. But you may have been able to see it for ages. Yeah, see it there? Camera should be back. Definitely that sword. But otherwise, a machete. Whereas a non-smoker, nicotine is foul smell. Yeah, like I said, because I would come from a family where, you know, they would have smoked while pregnant. Do you know what I mean? You know, it was just normal then. You didn't, you know, and grew up around smoking all my life. So I automatically smoked. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't even really want to give up smoking. I did sometimes used to think, oh, I wouldn't mind stopping because it'd be better for your health. And then I've read that Alan Carr's Easy Way to Get Smoking. It just works perfectly. Under smoking e-cigs for 4 years now, not wanting to give up, but feel a lot better healthily and can't stand fags now. That's good. Yeah, because I think they are a lot better, the old e-cigs, aren't they? It's not the nicotine that smells, but the burning residue plant. Pipe tobacco always smells really nice for some reason. No idea why, but it's lovely smell before it goes stale on clothes. Yeah, I like a bit of pipe tobacco. It does smell nice. Yeah, I think nicotine's got no smell at all, has it? It's just a fag smoke, isn't it? E-cigs seem like the way forward for many. All the nicotine they want without the smoke. Yeah, I think if you're going to try and give up, you might as well go that way. You know, why not? It's going to be the healthiest way, isn't it? Tom said, do you have 2 baseball bats, or is that one on the left a pickaxe handle? Yeah. Pickaxe handle that way with a metal head on it and a metal sort of ferrule. Yeah, the baseball bat that way. And I don't know if you can see that little logo on it. That is, have you ever had a Stream Madness? That's a little sticker he sent me. Lady Potato, I mean, pipe tobacco that smells totally different. That smells nice, but general cigs, at least to me, are ooh. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Oh no, fag smoke, cigarette smoke's horrible. I can't stand it. I used to smoke though. I used to like the smell of it, but now I can't stand it. Well, my grandpa died from smoking. A slow and painful way to die. Tom said, Alan Carr's book will stop anyone smoking. Can't get it lit if you're vomiting. It wasn't that, Alan Carr. 200 within a month. Within a month, I could breathe deeper and smoother after giving up fags. Tom said custom metalhead on. Well, it's a really old pick. It's probably a Victorian one, and I think they used to have those metalheads on them then. How about drinking, mate? I was quite bad. Yeah, I was an alcoholic, or would be class. You know, they say once you're an alcoholic, you're always alcoholic, isn't it? So I would class myself as a recovering alcoholic or an alcoholic who can control their drinking now. Although I still, like, I can go for months without drinking now. But if I do drink, I always binge drink. You know, I really, really try not to, but I can't help myself. Once I start, I can't stop. Weapons of General Cigs have lots of added crap in them to make them addictive. But yeah, smoking is not healthy in the long run. I wouldn't encourage it, but nicotine gets a bad rap when it can help certain illnesses. Leon, I bought back 500 grams of Amberleaf Baccy from Tenerife 2 months ago for €64, and I've still got about 350 grams left. A few friends had some rollies out of it. You see, I don't touch it that much. It lasts a while. You know, I used to buy the old 500 gram Amberleaf. I remember when Amberleaf came out. I used to really like that. It was the first one that they used to sell in like a fag packet as well, didn't they? One stuff. I had a couple of 50-gram pipe tobacco pouches. I never finished. Ended up giving them to friends who do rollies so they had to use it. I've tried pipes, but never regularly. You know, I've tried most things you smoke from. What do you think of my scrap of slingshot frames? I had 2 brothers die from alcohol and drug addiction. Yeah, I like all your slingshots, mate. They're very good. Well, I probably watched all your videos with you doing them. You had 2 brothers die from alcohol and drug addiction. Yeah, I know quite a few people who've died from drug addiction, well, and booze, to be honest. But yeah, I started drinking quite early in my life, and yeah, it was pretty much being put on remand in a young offenders prison that finally helped me to stop. I'd been trying to stop for years, wanting to stop, but I couldn't. The longest I'd ever gone, from like the age of 16 or younger to the age of 20, just before my 21st birthday, the longest I'd stopped drinking was 2 weeks. And I just couldn't stop. So going in there for that 6 weeks was like the perfect thing. It was almost like a rehab. You know what I mean? You know, it was like the best thing that ever happened to me, really. It sorted me out, you know. Nothing bad happened in there, but I just needed to get off the booze. And I had no choice in there, you know. I think if you go inside and you come out and just act the same as you did before, you're a bit of a fool, really. You know, if you want to stop anyway, you know what I mean? I think some people just don't want to stop, do they? Doing the things they do. But I did, because I was addicted. You know, I didn't want to be that way. So my granddad's story made me laugh. He used to smoke 30 a day. It ended up getting too expensive for one day. He said, fuck it, and just stop smoking just like that. Mad, isn't it? 200, did you see anything in the offenders? Not really. I did have a cellmate who was a complete freak show. The first one I had, because it changed, he did have marijuana stuffed up his ass and would get out at night, would lay there groaning and groaning. I didn't see nothing bad or anything, but there was some funny stuff. Well, like that, well, at the time wasn't funny, and like at the same time he would walk up and down the cell with a box of matches in his hands. This at like 1 o'clock in the morning, going, "I'm not going to burn the cell down. I'm not going to burn the cell down. I'm not going to burn the cell down." And I just had to lay there thinking, if he strikes a match, I'll have to do something. Don't I? Dieball frog right now. Pan said prison story there, brilliant. Let me try and think of what I didn't say. Like I said, there weren't a lot of eventful things on there. I could tell you some interesting things that you would experience in there that only if you ever go in prison you'd ever experience. You know, like Well, I could tell you the routine for it. It's quite weird. It ain't weird, but it's very regimented sort of thing. So when you first go on the first wing, there's like an induction wing, almost like school. You know, when you go for an induction day at school. If you've never been in a prison, they stick you in an induction wing to tell you what you're going to have to do. So you do that for a couple of days, then you go into A wing. You go into A wing. On A wing, you just have a cellmate, and pretty much nothing else in the beds. And if you want a radio, you have to go to the church. So my cellmate went to the church, and then you could buy a radio. And then if you spent 2 weeks being good, folding up your bed sheets when they come and inspect, you could go to B or C wing. Then you can have a job. My job was the bin man. I could go around all of the prison and on the outside emptying the bins, which was quite good because it got you out and about. And then during the day, you'd have association, which meant you could go to like this big room where you could play pool, table tennis, watch a bit of telly, but they'd only ever put MTV on because everyone would argue about what they wanted to watch. So that'd be another hour. Sometimes in the evening, you could you had another association, and every now and then you could go to do computer classes and do a pretend theory test, you know, a mock theory test. And then you'd have your out visiting hour. Yeah, and the only things that really happened was the thing about mate with the drawer stuffed up his ass. And yeah, don't think I could sleep with someone like that. Right? No, well, I was stuck in a cell with him. So I just kept thinking, I'll wait until he would lay at night going, that's what I heard at first. And then I smelt the smell of solids being smoked. And then him stuffing it back up. And you could smell it all in the cell, even in the morning. So I thought, oh, someone's going to definitely know someone's smoking drawer in here. And then someone said to me, oh, who's got drawer in your cell? And I just said, oh, he has. It ain't me, because it wasn't me. You know, I didn't think nothing of it, really. And then I went to association, came back, and one of the warders said something like, oh, you've got to have a new cell now. And I sort of said, what's happened? Turned out someone had tried to beat him up for his drawer, and he'd got his own shit, covered himself in his own shit so they wouldn't go near him, and had been took off to a mental hospital. But then I had another cellmate. So he was, obviously, there was something wrong with him. I said this before in one of the other chats. I think he was molested as a kid. And the reason he was in the prison as well was because I think he was a druggie and an alcoholic, and he would go and then attack the bloke or smash his windows. And that's what he got in there for that time. He couldn't read or write or anything, because I know that because when we had to write the letters, you didn't have to write letters, but you know, when they'd give you letters to write in the letters, and then the warder come in, picked his letter up, and just burst out laughing, and he didn't even know his mum and dad's address. Yeah, and cards. I bought some cards. I thought, oh, cards would be a good thing to do. We'll play some cards, but I couldn't play cards with him because the only thing he could play was Snap, and that would become like a bit violent, you know. So I thought we'll just have to do that game where you have to turn them over and match them. There was that. Yeah, and then my second cellmate was a bloke called Ben, who was a heroin addict, but you could tell he was a really nice bloke, and he was off the heroin. He was like perfectly normal. I could get on with him and have normal talks. And turned out he just got hooked on heroin and started doing burglaries purely to do the heroin, you know. He got 5 years in the end. I'll just read some of these comments and I'll tell you some of the other stuff. 200, I don't think I could sleep with someone like that right now. It was hard, I tell you, it was very hard. Grubby said, you losing weight, take care of yourself. I have lost a bit of weight. Yeah, cheers, I'm glad you noticed, mate. UK Survivor covered himself in his own shit, yeah. And I didn't see him ever again. I can't remember what his name was. When was have shit body armor? Sounds like it might work. Yeah, I think it would. I was found looking at homeless when I commuted. Stopped a lot of junkies bothering there. Death broken dirty protest. Yeah, 200 like Bronson of the butter. Yeah, just it was his own shit. Today I was spending time with my baby and my nephew and my sister-in-law. My nephew was a wild child, not just me and my little bro's growing up. Nice. Simon said, you live in Oxford, right? A riot shield will get you through hordes of uni twats. I don't. What's the other thing that happened? Something made me think of something just then. Oh, yeah. Because while I was in there, if you ever noticed this scar here, I'd been bitten. That's all I'll say. I won't say no more than that. But I got bitten. And it had gone all fucking septic because the police wouldn't let me. Well, I'd seen their doctor, and all he would say was, yeah, no, that's all right. So it didn't get cleaned for like 3 days. So it was all infected and septic. So while I was in there, I was having to take antibiotics. As soon as they see you with tablets, the other prisoners, oh, what you got? What you got? Let's have some. Let's have some. I said, it's just fucking antibiotics. It ain't going to do nothing for you. You know what I mean? But the only other things was like the interesting thing of like trying to get a light the first time. There are other things, but trying to get a light, and you had to send a line under the door. So you had to pull a big piece of string out your sheet, tie them together to make a little rope, and then we tied our cone to it, and then you'd lay that on the floor. And he said, send it out. So you'd have to try and shoot it out. So I said, lay it on the floor and hit it with your shoe. You shoot that across the landing, they shoot theirs across, and you hope they get tangled. And then they tie a burning piece of tissue, tightly wound up, tight as possible, and make it an ember on the end. When you pull it back through, that's your light. Then you can light fag. And then you have to try and keep that light all night. It's called a wick. Yeah, little things like that. Things you'd only ever experience in there. Quite interesting, but nothing sort of special. Tier 100, you can still get free membership if on benefits. I had one years ago. I don't think I'd want to go to the gym. I never liked the thought of going to gyms. Do you know what I mean? Simon said, gas mask on and shit armor, you'd be unstoppable. Yeah, exactly. Robbie, just to be clear, not in a bad way, fella, you're looking healthy. Ah, cheers. I appreciate it. I have been actively trying to lose weight. I've been eating healthy. I have been exercising. So that's good to see it shows a bit. You know what I mean? One stuff. It's either junkie students or tourists in Oxford cluttering up the streets. Even worse is the students on bikes that ride the pavements. Boy Bullfrog, how to countryside. Robbie, prison survival teaches you a lot. But I'll tell you what, as I'll be able to get it, I'll get one of the letters out quickly. So I'm going to just move the camera a minute. I'll have to move it back in a second. I should be able to get one of these letters out. You won't be able to see me for a minute. I'll get you one of the letters out that my cellmate sent me. I'll be back in a second. You'll see me in a minute. Just talk amongst yourselves. It won't be a second. I've actually got them already. Right, hang on. Right, that's that back. When I can see what you can see, I'll let you know. Bunch of stuff. I've involuntarily lost some weight recently. But that's because my diet isn't fully back to normal yet. Should be back to normal in a few days. Probably said the right Dal. Right, everything's back in it. Camera's back. You can hear me, can't you? Just need to get 100. Has Matt been in trouble for? Yeah, he's been in trouble, same as me, mate. Try to find some of the funny ones. He used to send me weird stuff. He used to draw pictures on the envelopes. This is a letter from him, my cellmate, to me when I was out. That's something he wrote on the back. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'll read you that. It says, "Preacher, preacher, 5th grade teacher, you can't reach me, and the old Bill can't either." And then, I don't know how much you'll be able to see of this, but let me see. Just there is a stamp from the prison. There's his number, BP 7561. My number was BP 7563. 800 has Matt been in trouble before? Well, I'll read this out to you. There shouldn't be anything that wouldn't matter in it. It says, "All right, Mike. Cheers for the letter, mate. I was well surprised to get a letter from you. I can hardly remember what you look like." And then he said, "Not really." Anyway, only about 11 days left if I get my tag. I'll be out on the 27th of July. I got kicked back to A wing today for not doing my work. Fucking Mr. Wickham pisses me off, so I've got to ride my last couple of days without no telly. I'm not that bothered though. Just the thought of getting out will keep me going, I'm sure. I'll give you a bell when I gets out. Take it easy, mate. Ben. It says, "Yes, boy. Just got 3 police days back. Might get out on the 24th. That's next Monday. Yes, boy." Yeah, he was all right, he was. I liked him. Yeah, that was what he sent me after I got out before him, because he was still in there for about a year and a half after I was. Dieball Frog, Royal Wedding Riots. Oh, I hope not. Simon said, "I noticed the green tarp has got its teacups and plates painted on it. Just roll it down and you smell of bacon." Yes, exactly. Someone notices things. 200 Witted the Good Twin. Oh, neither of us, I doubt. Dave Corrigan, what jail we're in? Oh, I won't say that, mate. I think I did say last time, but I don't like saying too much. It was a young offenders one though. As it don't matter, because it ain't nowhere near me anyway. It was Reading Young Offenders. Which it would say on that thing anyway. Here's another one. Here's some of the weird stuff. Now I said about the stuff on it. There's some of the stuff he sent me when I got out. This is my cellmate. And that says, "Rocking it fast and dosing it like Bob Marley and always thinking about Charlie, my ex-best mate. Peace out. Ha ha." It was, like I said, he was an all right bloke. He was quite fun. You know what I mean? "All right, bruv. Cheers for the postcard. She is so damn fine bit of pussy. But after being in here for so long, every woman I see is damn fine." I sent him some sort of, they weren't nudes or nothing. I think it was like glamour model postcards that I found in a magazine. "So I hope you're enjoying life on the road. Make the most of the time you've got. That's what I think. So don't be doing something stupid and get sent back, because I would find that so funny. That would make my side split. I've only got 3 months and 3 weeks left now. Every day goes by, gets day closer. Mr. Campbell, one of the screws, put my name down for being a buddy, so I've got to do a 3-day course, and if I pass, I'll get some sort of certificate. I got a letter from my probation officer today. She said that she is coming to see me on Wednesday, talk about me getting, I can't read the rest of that. Oh well, you get the gist of it anyway. Yeah, he was a good bloke. I used to like him. But the first one, who I don't know his name, was just a complete freak show. You know what I mean? Who has one? You're kind of fucked if you haven't got a good cellmate. Yeah, the first one was a complete freak show, and that would have done my head in. Grubby, they don't make characters like that anymore. Old school, definitely. The only thing that got my friend through prison was the thought of having a KFC bucket when he gets out. Fuck's sake. And then I got some letters here sent to me while I was in there, but I won't read them out because that's stuff sent to me. So you know what I mean. But yeah, the ones he sent me are quite funny. There should be somewhere about, like not here, but some people should have some that I sent them. But I used to find writing letters really boring then. I used to do my head in. So I never used to like doing it. If it happened now, which it wouldn't now, I would definitely write letters. NY Scout, have an awesome day, dude. You kick ass. Oh, thanks, mate. UK Survivor, never had KFC, not gonna lie. I'll be honest with you, I've probably only had McDonald's and KFCs probably 10 times in my life. My brothers and sisters laugh at that when I say it, my younger ones. But it's just something we never used to do when I was younger. Yeah, being in that young offenders, doing the bin man job was good. Like I said, it meant I could walk all the way inside and out. So I got to see all of the prison, all of the outside bits. Quite interesting. That Red Young Offenders is a Victorian prison as well, so it's old. They've shut it down now, though. But last year, you could go and visit it. They did like an art installation in there, and I was nearly going to go, and then I didn't get the chance. What's that? Prison isn't a good way to rehabilitate someone, and you're not missing too much, UK Survivor. You're welcome. Yeah, no, it helped me, but because I needed some kind of residential rehab to get off booze. Do you know what I mean? So, but no, I know for a lot of people, and it's worse now. It looks like there's a lot of Muslim problems in the Muslim extremist problems in prison now. I think that didn't exist when I was in there. Tell you what, there's a lot of people in there for alcohol and driving offences for some reason. A lot of teenagers in there for driving offences. It's really weird. Maybe they weren't turning up to court and being remanded. Die Bullfrog, any new on gears and gadgets? No, I've only the walking stick. I made that. But no, I ain't got no the Kaiser knives. I don't know if I showed them last time, did I? And Grubby said, Survivor, you are missing out. I like a bit of KFC. I ain't had it very often. It's not because I don't want to, it's just something I don't do. I wish I could buy KFC batter without the chicken. Same as fish and chip batter. Yeah, chicken skin, man. Love that. Dave Grogan, I live near Durham and Franklin jails. Probably too clever to get caught. Sunglass. I'm too clever to get caught now as well. No, I just don't do anything. Scott, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, mate. 800, have you ever thought of screen sharing and looking through GearBest, like what you do with the magazines? I'll tell you what, I'll test that one day. I can do that on here. It's just I always have this weird feeling I'm going to accidentally end the stream or something stupid. You know what I mean? So I'll have to try it one day. I'll write that down. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. Be something interesting, wouldn't it? There's a pen gone. But I can do that. Oh, you saying about that? You just reminded me. Not GearBest. Blades and Bows have now got the new crossbows in. The new Armex ones that Jack Striker and Bullfrog got anyway. Bullfrog. Can't remember the numbers. Robbie said alcohol and drugs and driving is fun these days. It's one thing I never did when I was younger. I deliberately never learnt to drive because I'd probably be dead now if I had. Lady Potato, the driving offences are probably from the street race a lot. Used to have a whole bunch of them where I live. They used to juice up stolen cars and go fast at 3 a.m. Tier 100, lots of nice known gadgets to look at on there. Yeah, good idea, mate. I'll try that. I'll have to test it first in case I fuck it up. That's all. Do you know what I mean? That's the only reason I haven't done it. Because I could, when I talk about things, I could screen share it now, but I just, you know, I always have this feeling I'm going to mess it up and have to start the stream again. I've always find it funny when idiots film themselves committing crimes, put it on their Facebook, and I'm surprised when they get arrested. I know. You sometimes watch them and you think, well, you all when it's something like, you know, like really sort of offensive crimes, you know, like horrible things like beating our grannies up or something. You do think, well, I'm glad these bastards are so stupid, you know. Good job. But yeah, you know, fools, aren't they? Someone said, do you like the old Ronnie Barker show Porridge? Watched it on recently on Netflix. Yeah, I know, I like Porridge. Yeah, good. Because I'm making first video tomorrow. I hope it works all right. Oh, you'd have to send me that, or let me know you have. I'll tell you what, I'll just subscribe to you now. Grubby said, weapons and stuff. You've seen the guy who filmed his own escape? What other things happened in there? I've started to lose a lot of my memories now. I do wonder if it's from drinking too much during the years. Do you know what I mean? I've done that with my brain. How did you, Grubby, how did you manage to actually put a link on here? That don't normally work. Right, Jumbo Shabbo, found this in the bag earlier. Guy Bullfrog's been working on a 40mm attachment for my gas mask. Ah, good idea. That is a very good idea. And I know yours has a funny end, doesn't it? Jumbo Shabbo's Trev on. No, not seen him on tonight, mate. No, I ain't seen Trev on tonight so far. Grubby said happens to the best of us, mate. I've got a terrible memory nowadays. I have to write everything down. I've got loads and loads of notepads all over the place. Or I have to get someone to jog my memory from stuff I've told them. Makes you bloody laugh, doesn't it? Grubby just passed the what's part. Oh, no, it's a good idea. Yeah. It did come up that I had to approve it, though, but a lot of the time they don't come up at all. Just looking through these envelopes I've got here. Yeah, I haven't seen Trev on tonight. Did you see the gun, Mark, I showed you? Yeah, 100. That Tron crossbow is nice for 35 quid. Yeah, they got some bloody good prices at the minute, haven't they, blades and bows? I saw on Facebook he told me he didn't know how to post a message, so I kind of told him how to do it. I think he's watching and will join in. That's it. I may be able to see the participants. That's just the people who are commenting, isn't it? But if you're watching, Trev, all right, mate. Someone said, it is law. Is it now a law or is it illegal to own them? What's that, mate? What, crossbows? UK5, do you have any bullets? I've got loads. No, I ain't got no bullets. Not real bullets. I've got some inert bullets. But Jumble Sabu wants to buy off me. You can definitely have them, by the way. It's just when I get around to doing it. But they're yours, Jumble Sabu, when you want them. I just got to get myself prepared for going to the post office. Jumble Sabu, the gun mark mag brings back some memories, mate. Better times. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll try and do a bit of a nostalgia one for this. There's too many pages though, but I'll pick out some of the best bits or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, good stuff in there. That's from 2010, that one. Robbie said, the joy of recording yourself after years of meds, I'm lucky to be able to remember my own name. Paranoia got me fucked. Yeah, I can hear you there, mate, I tell you. Simon said, no, you missed my previous comment. What's going on with the knuckle duster law shit? Is it now illegal to own them? Oh, sorry, yeah, I did miss that. Don't know. Where was that? Tell you what, that didn't actually come up, that comment, because I blocked certain phrases. I don't know how your one just come up then. At the minute, they're still legal to own. Peach Knight, are you right, mate? Made potatoes, has been for years. Well, you can still own them, you just can't buy them. You're right, Chaz, mate, as well. Yeah, you can still own them, but they're going to make it legal to own soon, if it happens. Eyeball Frog, any fresh stores find for gifts? Do you know what? The ones around here, you wouldn't find anything like that kind of stuff. Never do. Rumble Sabo, Mike, I appreciate that, mate. I'll message you, mate. Yeah, they're yours. They're yours, mate. Tom says autocorrect, I meant comment. I know what you meant. Yeah, all right, Chaz. What was I going to say? Oh, there's a, for those who haven't done it or can't do it, in the video, there's a card for a poll. Vote on that poll, because I probably won't be able to do, well, no, I won't. I won't be able to stream tomorrow, but I can either stream, what did I say, Sunday night, normal time, or Saturday in the day. So you can vote if you want. Let me try and find my thing and I'll cut and paste it again. There. Vote for one of them if you haven't already. Let me know what you'd rather have. Pete said, got any Zippo lighters? I'm getting back into them. I've got one Zippo lighter. Quite old. Not really, really old, but I've had it over like 10 years. When I used to smoke, I'm pretty sure I used to use this when I smoked. Tom said, I made a video on wooden knuckle, just didn't post it in case I got in shit. It's all right at the minute. Just be careful also about saying about making them as well, because that's, I think that may be illegal as well. I'll just write some of these votes down. So Pete said Sunday. That'll be Sunday night. I must try and get a real Imco Peach. Oh, I'll have a look, mate. I don't really buy lighters now. Dave said Sunday. Luke Outdoors. Weapon Moss looking good. Ah, cheers, mate. Yeah, it's all right angle like this, isn't it? Can't really get the camera's a bit of a weird, makes my face look white, but it's just strange. Like a cheap camera, but it's good enough for this. Grubby. Khaki in between the fingers, some people packing, those punch wounds are nasty. UK Survivor, Sunday, 8:30. Oh, but yeah, I need to tell you something. If I'm hungover, I won't be doing that, the Sunday one. So there's a chance Saturday day would definitely happen. Sunday night is like a 50-50. You know what I mean? Because I've got to go out tomorrow night. I ain't got to. I've been invited out, and when I mean out, I just mean into my garden to have a drink. Yeah, I'll be having a drink tomorrow, so I might see if I can do a little half an hour stream in the what do you call it, in the Wendy house. I'll see what happens. Because this camera does work on that laptop, but the microphone was no good when I tried the live stream in the shed, did it? Jumble Sailboo said, yeah, it's technically been illegal to manufacture duster since 1988. Stupid law, if you ask me, lol. Dave Corrigan, call whatever suits you, Mike. Well, I'll do what you lot say, but if I'm really badly hangover, I won't be able to bear to do a live stream. Do you know what I mean? My bullfrog will use a large carabiner for a duster or holder. Kings, yeah, good idea. Luke outdoors, you and your bevies, Mike. I've cut down a lot now. Probably only drink at least once a month if I can help it. To be honest, this is only the third time I've drunk this year. Not too bad. Not bad for me. UK Survivor, could you show us your PC or would it be a bit of an inconvenience? Well, it's just... it's not going to be much to show you. Just there. I had to drag it all out to do this. Just a cheap thing I bought for like 70 quid. I mean, a really good price, to be honest. Right, it's going to take me ages to get the camera right now. Or did I get it straight away? I was like, I do. It's just a can't even. It's like a Dell. It's a refurbished. It's a refurbished office computer. Works perfectly for what I want to do. You know what I mean? Peach. I was like, you guys, well, could you? Yeah, I read that. Peach, yeah. Done. Robbie, just say Saturday then, you pisser. Well, I'll go by you lot's votes. Do you know what I mean? Rumble Sale, I guess manufacturer meant making them on mass production for sale. Yeah, it's typical of our laws. You can never 100% work out what they mean, can you? You know what I mean? UK Survivor, nice, mate. Yeah, I'm very skint, to be honest, mate. So I saved up. Where did I get that? I don't know. I think I sold something. I've got hiccups now. Sold something and then got some birthday money. And then, yeah, 70 quid. I thought I was really good. And you got the monitor, the, monitor, keyboard, the actual computer, which is a 4 GB Windows 7, which was good enough for me. Good enough for these streams. Because it's partly what I've got this computer to do these streams, because the laptop I had was even older. I wouldn't recognise any cameras, stuff like that. Simon said, Saturday day wins, I think, so I guess you can recover on Sunday. Well, at the minute, if that's another vote, it's actually draw. So we'll have to see what the actual poll says. But some people couldn't do the poll, so I'm going to count the ones I've got written down and the poll on the video, and then let's see. And I'll do whatever you lot voted. Might be better just doing this a Saturday day one. I don't know. I might do both. Double sour boom. Then I wish I got 70 quid on my birthday. Must be popular, mate. Oh no, I didn't get all of it. I think I got about 20, 30 quid anyway. Then about 40 quid for my birthday. Powered it together, got myself a refurbished computer. Robbie said, do what you feel comfortable with, fella. We are all rogues. Yeah, I'll have a little think. I don't know. Pete said, draw as in weed. Lol. Joke. Robbie, that's a sweet little Dell PC. You did well for 70 quid. Yeah, bloody decent, really. And it's got a trying to see if I got a ruler. The screen's quite big as well. It's got at least a I don't know. Anyway, I get a tape measure. Just easier. Yeah, the monitor was alright. A nice flat screen monitor. And it's a come with a 19-inch monitor as well. You know, for 70 quid for the lot. I normally end up owing 70 quid when I go out on my birthday piss-ups, right? Oh, well, you obviously don't know the trick then. You have to stand at the bar and get everyone else to buy your drinks all night and don't spend a penny. In fact, there was one night I went to the pub with 10 quid in my pocket, came home with 15 quid in my pocket completely drunk. So I don't know how I managed that. Pete said, let's see the inside of that zipper. I bet it's black as the night if you used it for smoking. I don't know where I put it now. Well, ain't too bad. Maybe I'll give it a clean. Yeah, obviously, well, it looks like the bloody flint's disintegrated. It's been used for so long. Random stuff, 70 quid for a cheap PC setup is great. That was a good deal, wasn't it? I was well happy. Robbie, you got the screen with it too. Yes, the whole package. 4 GB Windows 7 Dell computer, 19-inch screen, keyboard, mouse, Amazon, with a year's warranty as well. Good, isn't it? I do love the smell of a zipper, even an old zipper. It's got a bit stale smelling, but Has everyone been liking the stream? He said, yeah, that's serviceable. We had a lighter flint to do that, but it takes a long time. Yeah, well, I don't think I'll probably use this for, like I said, at least 10 years probably. You can tell it's been well used though, because that Union Jack should have had paint in it originally. Weapons are ideal for web browsing, etc. You may even be able to play some old games fine on it. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted it for, you know. Perfect for this, you know. Works good with the live streams and all that, and video editing, all the, you know, the simpler basic things. So what else? Yeah, I might try the live stream in the shed again. What may have been the problem was I had the Ethernet cable plugged into the laptop through a little extension. So there was a little extension, then a connector, then the actual Ethernet. So there was that. I didn't have my proper mic plugged in either. And there was a fan on underneath it, a big fan, you know. So if I do it again without the extension lead, that may work. use this mic, because this mic always works good, it may work. UK Survivor says Stalker. Do you reckon that would work on it? Bullfrog, in the UK, do you guys dumpster dive for materials? Yeah, but we would call it skip diving, I suppose. I've had stuff out of skips quite often. Get decent like wood and stuff, you know. I'm always after wood to making things. Robbie, top-notch fellow, Windows 7 still the best operating system in my opinion. I like it. I've never really used any of the newer ones, but I like Windows 7. It works good for me. Oh, throat's going funny. I remember back in the late 80s, my local army surplus army store sold lots of the cheap knockoff Zippos painted with the US Special Forces logo on them. They sold t-shirts with them on too. Yeah, I remember them kind of Zippos. But Stalker won't run on it. UK Survivor, as he has an Intel chip, not an actual GPU. Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. Pete said, holy shit, Fabio Crow made a video. Yeah, I said to him that that's funny. I don't know whether he saw my video because he can't do he can't comment, can he? But I was wondering maybe he'd seen my video about him that I've done recently, and maybe that's what made him come on, but I don't know. Yeah, it was good seeing him, wasn't it? Looks like he's had a hard time recently though. You know, he's an alright bloke. I always like Fabio Crow. Funny bloke, decent, you know. Yeah, and I said I second Windows 7. Wish I still had 7, not 10. That always has problems. Yeah, and it depends on how much onboard graphics are on it. If enough RAM, it could work. You could get an AMD APU which has integrated graphics. Pete said, just watching it now. If you watch that Will to Power, Baby, I Love You, Your Way music video, the lead male singer is in that vid. Has the same t-shirt. If that's so. Bullfrog favourite surplus item. Don't know. I always used to like getting their army jackets. I like the old Billy cans, you know. Pretty sure a lot of people will say gas masks here. But yeah, that's the things I always used to get. You know, army jackets, army clothes. Oh, Liam, you've just reminded me of something actually. Mike, if we ever meet up, I'll give you an old GPU for free. If it runs your PC okay, you'll be able to play stuff. Thank you, appreciate that. My American mate isn't coming over this year now, so that time won't happen. What I said in like September, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. If it doesn't happen this year anyway, it would still definitely happen the year afterwards. There was just weird stuff coming up. I probably wouldn't be able to do nothing because family member stuff, and he's got a family member who's in as well. So chances are I won't be coming to Oxford with him this year, but it will happen definitely one day, and I would love to meet you, mate, because that'd be good to make a video with you. I'd like to do that. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you. Number Sabu, bit gay. Was WS all the rage? But then I don't know what you're on about. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, I don't know. Oh, the music thing. Yeah, I Love Your Way music. I don't know what that is. Never heard that one. I must have right, where am I? McMahon, right, man. 200. Most laptops are onboard graphics. Mine's 1 gigabyte, enough to play older games. GPU, weapon and stuff. 800. My laptop, my Stalker on high graphics. Weapons off. I think I have an old GTX 460 and 760 sitting about. Look, man, best place for samurai swords in the UK. I don't know, mate. I ain't bought samurai swords for so long. I don't know. UK Survivor 760 quite good. Weapon stuff. The 460 was much better. But when it came out, 760 barely felt like an upgrade. Pete's damn his life has been a little shit for sure. Yeah, definitely. I said to him, hopefully you'll be all right now. Get out of it all. Yeah, sounds like he's had a bit of a hard time, or a bit of a bizarre time. Seems like women and his best. His trouble seemed to be women related a lot of the time, doesn't it? Fabio Prodis is who we're talking about. Bullfrog, right, mate? He said, walked into town rather than drove today. Lovely weather, some old ugly scenes. Lovely weather, same old ugly scenes, yeah, sorry. Anyway, PCP gas ram air rifle. Anyone know how much shops charge to refill PCP tank? I don't know how much that is, so I wouldn't buy one purely because of that. It's always put me off straight away, PCP. I would never get one, or if I did, I'd get a pump for it. You know what I mean? And I know they're a lot of hard work and a lot of bother, but yeah. My plan was if I ever got a pre-charging matic, I was going to get a pump for it. Now, I've got to head off now. Enjoy the stream, and I'll hopefully catch you on Sunday if my vote wins. Yeah, take it easy, mate. Number Tabu, Google the song Baby I Love Your Way. Oh, no, yeah, no, now you've said it, that now I've read it out loud, yeah. Yes, now I do know. Yeah, I was reading it wrong, yeah. From the late 80s, the main guy had a t-shirt with Special Forces on it, very camp though. Pizza, I carry a zipper and don't smoke it, just good to have it. Oh, I always carry a lighter with me. I just, because of the zippers running out, unless you're using them all the time, I find you forget to refill them, so I carry a clipper. 300, my local gun shop is a £5 a tank. Yeah, that's not bad. How long does that last though? Is that like a bottle? You know, you get your bottle filled up. Could you just fill one of those up with a compressor? If you had a compressor in the bottle, could you fill it up yourself? I don't know how it works really. No, but I don't know. Lady potatoes, knives, lighters and knives are indispensable tools, definitely. Richard Smith, right, mate? He said, I might just tuned in, I missed much. Not really. What we've been talking about, God, I can't remember. I have to go back on these and look after time. You ain't missed much though, mate. Just the usual old chat, you know. Issue with doing that, Mike, is you add condensation to the tank and the gun, which can damage them. All right, yeah. When I said it, that's why I sort of paused afterwards. I thought, nah, that's not going to work. But yeah, that's what always put me off pre-charged. It was just, I just don't want to keep filling something up or running out at a vital moment. And also in a shit hit the fan situation, that gun's going to be pointless, you know. Weapon stuff. The proper PCP refill pumps dry out the air as far as I remember. I've been sort of tempted to buy an oxygen tank for a respirator use. Oh, nice. Bullfrog, you need an adapter. I must admit, I have shot PCPs and they're lovely to shoot. Just getting a gun, holding it there and shooting, no recoil, and just going like that. You can get some fucking brilliant fucking grouping. But yeah. I'll tell you, they're beautiful to shoot, Bullfrog, but well, all of it's like, you know, it's different opinions, isn't it? Some people would say they're the best thing you can get, but to me, I don't drive, you see, so it's more difficult for me to get it done. For you, it probably won't be a bother. Open stuff, the proper PCP refill pump dry out the air. I've read that. Bullfrog, hang on, Bullfrog. There was a PCP going to cause me grief other than refills? Probably not. Lady Protects, yeah, the same with scuba air compressors. They remove the moisture from the air to ensure it's safe. The only problem with a lot of high street army surplus shop nowadays they sell mass-produced factory-made copies of original US Army kit. Ain't as good as the real thing. Pete said, yeah, they are good, but a little overkill for back garden. They just need a 3-stage compressor, regulator and filter. Yeah, but yeah, when I shot the PCBs, I must admit it was lovely to shoot. But yeah, to me, it would be a bother to get it refilled and that. But if you drive or you've got a place close, then I don't, you know, it's up to you. But that's what stopped me. It was the yeah, I would have to buy a pump for it. But my local gun shop was fucking half an hour drive away at least. Yeah, there are some camo patterns I've been after for ages, but can't find non-crap repros of it. Wrong colours. Bush crapping, you right, mate? Is this the first time you've been on, or was you on earlier and then went again? I said, how do lads? My chat keeps disconnecting. I need to get myself another air gun. How's it been running for everyone else, right? I wouldn't mind another air gun, but since you can't buy them out of these anymore, I've not had one. I used to love getting air rifles sent in the post. Apart from my my BSA Lightning, I went to the shop and bought it, but half of them pistols was bought online, and my Webley Stingray Deluxe was bought through like one of these. Yeah, I know this might annoy some people, but PCP is a noob gun. Bullfrog, I'm not getting accessories full stop. I have 2 gun shops in town. My car tank can get me there any weather conditions. Yeah. You know, it's probably worth it then, you know what I mean? For scrapping, I've been in and out, but the chat's been stupid. Have you tried, maybe it ain't the chat. Sometimes I change the video to like the lowest quality when that happens to me. If it's a chat, that's a different thing anyway, isn't it? You've got a live chat as well. That's the other mistake I did, having it on top chat. And then the bloody, if you have it on top chat, it's different order. Simon said, just got a notification for the stream. Yeah, what's that? Nearly an hour and 40 minutes late. I told you, didn't I? Bullfrog, should we have a little vote? PCP or what was it? PCP or gas ram on it? Yeah, or spring. When was that for me? A decent PCP costs. I'd rather get HW97 spring air rifle spring. Bush grab. I'll keep looking at the Remington Express XP. I'll have a quick look at that. Yeah, my problem is now. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? I like the look of that. It looks like a nice. Looks quite long as well, if you know what I mean. Yeah. WeaponCollector just gone live. It says a bit like Richard Smith. Spring break barrel for me is the best. So we might. Have you ever bought any Rex blanks, or just more common frotty versions? Did you have cycling issues with your blank fires? I've had. Hang on, no, I think. I don't know. I'll have a look. I've still got half of them. Yeah, I don't think I've ever shot them. Still got some of them. Gas ram, bushcraft, and arm modern PCPs are better, but for me, gas ram. But problem with gas is more expensive. Heading up, see you later, Lady Potatoes. Robbie sold my 8-shot PCP, kept my underlever. Yeah, and here, look. But that was the weird. That was the ones I was on about when they were selling the. Yeah. When the police came around and November, they had a look at them. Yeah, they're just blanks, aren't they? You can still have blank firers. You can shoot them. But yeah, these are the 9mm ones that never fit anything. I didn't have anything to fit them in. So they've just been sat in a drawer since fucking God knows how long. But year 2000. Bushcraft, and I like watching varmint hunting on YouTube. We use springers regularly. Yeah, personally, I would only ever buy springers. I just, for me, I don't want to be filling things up. I suppose, Bullfrog, it all depends when you ask and who you ask. Do you know what I mean? I know some people absolutely love their PCPs. You know, I'll tell you, they're lovely to shoot though. 800, I recommend HW99S. Bullfrog. Okay, PCP sucks then, I guess. Incriminate do a very good M4 replica air rifle. At least it's 177 pellet break barrel, not shitty airsoft time. Yeah. I'm not doing PCP or gas round. I'm not bothered. I can't hit bugger all of either of them. Tom said, I'll buy them 9mm blanks off you. Man's cap gun. Well, I'll have to let you know about that in a message. Aaron C. Spring gas ram all day. Check out the new Hatsan Proxima multi-shot gas ram. I'll look that up. Bullfrog, die Bullfrog. I still have problems with my homemade gasoline gun. Just can't reload fast enough for the second shot. Yeah, the majority of UK legal top venting blackfires use 8mm. The 9mm is more for European front venting. That can be used for flares and such. Yeah, I'll tell you what it was. I did say once. It was because of the first ever blank fire I ever bought was marketed as 9mm. When it wasn't, it was 380. So I just automatically bought the gun, you know, the blank fire and the 9mm blanks. Got them because they came in the post, and then there was the wrong ones. Robbie Umrinks, black cartridges, PAK, 9mm by 50 Wolfer. Yeah, that was just a packet of 50 blanks. But I've never had anything to shoot them from. Random stuff, isn't 380 technically 9mm or you're slightly under? I'll tell you what it was. They are technically the same. The 380s have the little rim on them, and the 9mm have the little cut-in for the ejector. You know what I mean? So the 380 work in the revolvers, the 9mm work in the automatics. But yeah, they are. That's why it was marketed as 9mm. But yeah, what do you think of the Gamma multi-shot break barrel? If I had the money, I'd buy one tomorrow. Personally, I love them Gamma multi-shot guns. Bushcraft, I always see the 8mm, but I didn't know you could get 9. I thought they were trying to make it so that they don't match up with the most real guns. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, I was surprised when I got them. Bullfrog, thanks everyone. Anyone know anything about Marika? I'm on Power Packs at the moment. I don't know a lot about them really. I think they're more your sort of a bit above your budget guns, aren't they, sort of thing. I think they're as good as like Gamma and that. Rita Smith at 12 meters with a Springer, I can hit pellet on pellet 3 times in a row. Nice, that's good shooting, mate. I say rimmed compared to centre fire. Yeah, if I had some, I ain't got no 380s anymore. But yeah, they've got the little rim on, like the cartridge for a revolver. And yeah, the 9mm are like a 9mm bullet. Oh, and they're shorter as well, yeah. Pizza 380 is also short of a 9mm bushcraft. 380 is short of a 9mm Luger It's the same caliber but rimmed. Peter, no, both centerfire means the brass casing. Yeah, I'll try and show you if I can find something similar. Right, this is the 9mm ones. I can't tell how good you'll get to see that. And then the 380 ones have the end like that. This isn't a 380, that's a 303. But they have the end like that instead of that. So imagine that, but with that. You know what I mean, don't you? That's just an empty 303. Oh, actually, I have got some. I just remembered I have got some 303. Yeah. Yeah, I have got some. They are. There's a 303 there, 303 blank. Tom said, can you reload rimfire in shit that fan? It has no removable primer. Yeah, there's a 303 blank there. And they have the crimped over ends. I'll tell you what they're like. They're very similar to a 2.2 blank. There's a little 2.2 blank that's been shot. Just scrapping, I would think it would be hard. Die ball from it hard on a rimfire. Weapons off. Yeah, so that old bolt action stuff. Yeah. I'm sure back in 1989 when I bought a Brunny automatic, which is based on the Colt 45, the end of the blanks were card and not split plastic. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I've only ever seen them ones. See the green plastic in the end? Jumbles up, who knows what I mean, but this is for the others. Die ball for this, why I made a gasoline gun. If anyone wonders, Die Ball Frog is from America, so when he mentions certain things, it would be legal for him to do that. Pete said 380, still not used mine, waiting for firework night. Yeah, good bit of fun that is. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot I had a tub full of used ones. Pete said my 380 blanks are crimped at the end of the case. Yeah. Yeah, they was all shot ones, they was. Would the ATF like that though? Or will they Waco Die Bullfrog? Yeah. Well, if anyone thinks we should delete it, just let me know. You know what I mean? Just say, you know, and it will be done. You know, if it's for his benefit. You've all seen the disclaimer in the description, I hope. That's to keep us all safe. Time's flying tonight. It must be having fun. What's the thingy board been looking like? I noticed with this new camera, some of this doesn't show up quite as good, does it? But most of the names do, don't they? Garby, I remember shooting a 357 Magnum and two German Luger knives to have in Devon. Good times. Oh, nice. Last thing I shot was a 410 shotgun, you know, like a proper, you know, silenced 410 shotgun with a silencer about 3 foot long on it. Peter said, have we been blessed by the law today? If not, why not? Lol. I know. Did you notice I even wrote that on the title of the other video now says Jesus troll with a question mark. I know, it feels wrong not to be blessed by Jesus lovers at least once, isn't it? I'm sure my brunny was partially front venting, but I was told Blackfriars was always never front venting. I'm sure they were allowed a certain percentage from out the front. I ain't got a clue, mate, to be honest, but that'd be good. You know, the revolvers was always good because they sort of come out the sort of front and sides, don't they? Sort of thing. RP 410, ROP Chopper. Yeah, poor old Chopper. My Bullfrog, my devices are non-firearm that fires projectiles. But at the end of the day, it's going to make your ears bleed regardless. So. That's my coffee gone. I'm up to Hellraiser 8 now, Jumble Sale Bush, you wondered. I was saying after 4, they all go a bit downhill, don't they, like you said. They stop using all the proper music, the Hellraiser music, don't they? And they're more like just random films with a Hellraiser element added, don't they? Pete, I'll definitely use earmuffs when I shoot my revolver. Tell you what, I never used to, but I always do now for everything. But then I've got a very sensitive ear now. You know, although that's half deaf, it also loud noises make my fucking ear hurt for 2 weeks. And stuff said the Halbert video's up tomorrow. Poke fodder. I love that. It makes me want to watch that game more after you said about that. Poke fodder. What was the other one? How many can fit on this then, eh? Something like that. Bullfrog, Norika, Dragon, GRS Evolution 2-2. I'll have a quick look. Oh, that does look nice, doesn't it, actually? Yeah, I'm on the same website you're on. They're not Chinese made, established 1917, so old. It's that or Remington Thunderjet or Gamma Rocket. Bullfrog, no problems with cases. I'm going to look up them ones you said about Bullfrog. The last Hellraiser movie is good though, mate. Yeah, I'll watch them soon, probably Monday and Tuesday. Probably you know about YouTube channel Demolition Ranch, interesting fun channel. Yeah, I used to subscribe to him, mate. He's quite good, isn't he? Richard Smith, are the 2-2 blanks similar to the nail gun 2D ones? I'm not actually sure. They may be the same thing. RNC. Once I went to my local shooting range when it was closed and found live 2-2 rimfire round on the ground. Oh, fucking hell. That was a good find. Stuff, yeah. Pikeman has a Sean Bean side in Yorkshire, Lancashire, Lancaster accent. How many fit on this ring, eh? Run them through. First graphing. First time I went to an outdoor gun range, someone had a BP pistol, and it made me jump every time it shot. Now, black powder. I was only about 11. Number Turbo, are 2-2 blanks any good? I'm thinking they're more like plug fire rounds, just a little louder than caps. But they're quite loud. To be honest, I can't remember now. Though I ain't shot one for so long. Pete, I'm sure you put them in the bin, right? Yeah, that's to RNC, I assume, isn't it? Bullfrog used a 9-volt battery in the model airplane spark plug. Gamma rockets. Right, let's look that up. Oh, I don't know. That looks bloody nice as well. I've got a soft spot for the Gammas, though. I do like the Gammas. I don't know. They all look pretty good to me, Bullfrog. You seem to have similar gun tastes to me as well. I like the look of all of them. Still haven't Remington funded yet. I didn't look that one up yet. Yeah, you do. You seem to have similar. Yeah, oh, that looks nice actually. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That Remington does look nice. I would have to look up more into them to decide out of them. Oh yeah, and the Umarex M4. Yeah. What kind of powers the Umarex one got? Because that I would be well fucking tempted to get. But it would, for me, it would depend on the feet pounds. Because the only thing I do like about the only thing I always insist on an air rifle has got to be virtually put full power, you know. But that fucking Umarex M4 looks brilliant. I'd love that. Double frog, 3 drops of gasoline in combustion chamber. Said not to. Are gyro jets classed as firearms in the US? Don't know. Weapons and stuff. I shot a gamma rocket before. It was quite nice. I think there's a video on my channel from it years ago. And what's a gyro jet? Bushcrap and said, I don't know, mate. We may have to stop talking about some of the weird gasoline combustion stuff because I don't know what the sort of legality on that is, really. Don't I mean? No one else seems to be talking about it really anyway. But and you see, Aaron said, "Yeah, I destroyed it safely." And to be best toy, my best ever toy I had when I was 8 was a double-barrel 12-bore that had projectiles which fired out of plastic cartridges. Guess they won't be legal now. I used to love all the old toy guns. Used to be brilliant. You know, you could get like realistic sawn-off shotguns and pump-action shotguns. Oh, I fucking love them. They're not the as it was a pistol that fired mini rockets. From the stuff, Gyrojet is amazing rocket-powered gun thing that never really took off. No, it's all right, Bob. I mean, I don't really know. Now Liam's explained it. It's all right. I didn't know what we was really talking about. Do you know what I mean? It's all right. I didn't really know what we was getting into. Do you know what I mean? Full power, 11.45 pound Umarex M4, not a toy. Not sure if hunting is good with one. No, 177's all right for hunting still, yeah. Because I think 177 will penetrate deeper, but the 2.2 sort of hits harder. I'll tell you what. What's the price of the Umarex one? Because I would buy that, mate, in a fucking second. Depending on what kind of price it is. That's all. You know, if it's like 3 times as much as the others, personally, I'd go for the Umarex M4. Grubby, RWS Sinclair is what I used to have. Wish I still had it, to be honest. Wicked gun. Yeah, I'll tell you the stuff I've got. I've got a BSA Lightning, a BSA Mercury, a Webley Stingray Deluxe. That's what I class as my good. Well, no, my 2 good full powers are the Webley and the BSA Lightning. The Webley Mercury is full power, but it's old and, you know, had like a new spring and all shit like that. And then I've got quite a few others. But they're my 2 good guns. 200 quid, I would get that, mate. Fucking hell. That looks brilliant. That's the kind of thing I've always wanted. A decent full power air rifle that looked like something like that. Weapon stuff, yeah, Forgotten Weapons has probably done loads of videos on it. Imagine a pistol, that's sort of a rocket launcher. All right. We loved them metal darts they used to throw in the air, set off caps when they hit the ground. I completely forgot about them. Yeah, forgot they even existed. Yeah, that was good, wasn't they? Robbie BSA can't go wrong. Awesome, reliable guns. Yeah. Someone said there's a brilliant. Someone made a minigun out of AK-47. Some forgotten. Can you link to it? I'd like to see the gun. I can get you a picture up quickly. Like a link to a picture, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, just a quick link I found. You know what I mean? Should be the same thing, I'd assume. Die Bullfrog, I make my own guns from scratch. Pete said the air rifle and stuff. Just Google gyro rocket pistol and you'll see some. Oh, I didn't know what we was on about. Oh, the air rifle, yeah. I've put it on. I just put anyone on, any bloody picture on fine. Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, here it is. This is the one, that's the one that Bullfrog was actually looking at then. Yeah, that M4 looks nice. It hits decently hard. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I would buy that in a fucking second, mate, if I had the money. That looks fucking brilliant. I don't know how it works, if you know what I mean. What is it, though? Is it spring, gas? You know, it seems to say on it. Colonel Mustard, right, mate? Yeah, I'd go for that numerous if I had the money. Yeah, I really like the look of it. It says spring, but don't know where the mechanism is. I'll tell you what, that in spring, that's amazing. That's the perfect thing. Oh no, I think when you look, would the barrel break there? We'll have to watch a video later. No, I'd snap that up in a second. That looks brilliant. Kind of thing I always wanted. Because it's something that you could put on your wall. Looks really good, but you can also use it as well. Awful break barrel spring. Yeah, oh, I'll definitely get that. There's a decent company as well. It's not some weird, like you know, weird, crappy thing that's got no name. Grubby Dribble, give me any gun. I remember shooting the old pre-charged cartridges before they banned them. Yeah, I remember them. I found a catalogue to one of them the other day. Richard Smith, I'm considering getting the Armix Hawk crossbow. It shoots around 25 foot-pounds of energy with 8mm lead ball. Seems a good alternative to an air rifle. Yeah, any of the sort of high-power crossbows, you know, them new pistols are really good now. The Armix ones and the Horizon ones. Blades and Bows are selling the Armix ones now for something like 30-something quid. Don't know how much their postage is, but I may in a couple of months get the same one like what Bullfrog and Jack Striker's got. Pete said I'll be charging handle at the back or brake barrel. I think it's brake barrel. I've crossed my M4 in one time and never let me down yet. Not. So if you buy it online, you will have to have it sent to a local gun dealer. Yeah, I think so. That's the only thing that stops me buying guns now, is having had that. Like I said, my gun shop is about a 30-minute drive away, and I also don't like the people who work there because I don't trust them now. Colonel Mustard, I don't think that M4 is full auto. It talks a spring pad. Yeah, no, it'll just be brake, put your pellet in, shoot, break the barrel, just single shot. Once my new car is sorted, I'd be tempted as well to get another new crossbow air rifle. I'm thinking about getting another one of them pistols. I just want to try the Armix ones as well. Where was I? And I have a Warrock HW97 Blackline, best spring I ever had. Bullfrog. You've seen the Armix sniper on my video? Yeah, I watched it, mate. Tomcat Redback clone also featured. Yeah. Yeah, I watched that. Did not see. That's a damn good price, so I'm going to order one of those crossbows tomorrow. Nice. Got to drink my coffee, there's nothing in it. Yeah, I won't mind getting. Well, I probably will. You know, I have to think about it. I'll get one eventually, I think. Prep for it. Hi, WC. What are you going to sleep outside to get a good spot to watch the wedding? No, I'm just going to watch it on telly, I reckon. And then when it finishes, do a live stream. It's all just been on the telly all night. I've had the telly on because I went to look to see what time it finishes tomorrow. And that's the whole entire time I've been on. It's been that. Fucking royal wedding stuff. Preacher, better get rid of that mug if you're in good. Yeah, I know. That and the little necklace I got. It is ceramic. Has everyone been liking the stream? We've got on 27 viewers. I'm just going to go up and have a look. Oh, 33 peak concurrent. That's nearly the record, I think, for one of mine. Murray Lockery, all right, mate? He said, love the brutal swagger stick. Yeah, nice. Glad you do, mate. I think I will do another one. Cheap enough to get that wood easily, you know, £8.87. That's well cheap for that and an hour's work. You know what I mean? And I think the next one would be better. Now I've got the sort of technique down and I know what I would do better next time. You know what I mean? It came out perfect. That's just what I wanted. A little bit of a knobbly bit. You know. Yeah, I'm well happy with it. I can't wait for divorce. Better excuse for piss up. Well, the best one for me was one of the royal weddings was on my birthday. And I was like, yes, maybe I'll get a bank holiday for my birthday the rest of my life now. And it never happened. Melanie, I said, yep. Bullfrog, Meghan Markle, well better than Angela Merkel. Yeah, exactly, mate. Fuck that. Colonel Mustard, I don't know what the craze about the wedding is. Not going to do anything for anyone. Murray said, varnish it for dark dye. Now, I probably will do some experimenting with the next ones. This one is clear varnish on this, but I wouldn't mind trying an oak varnish or like that. I could do a coloured varnish. And stick a compass in the end of a new one. Yeah, good idea. That would fit in there lovely. I know that Slingshot Warrior wants me to put some furniture tax in. I said I'd leave that till the next one because I want this one to just look like a proper traditional walking stick. You know what I mean? You know, the more you add stuff to them, the compass now would be all right. But the tax, I don't know. With our police, do you know what I mean? Pete said, I've got myself a 240mm long, 2400mm long 1-inch ash dowel. I can make two of that and it'll make a little video. It'll just take some pictures. Yeah, whack a video up if you want, mate. Up to you. I don't know. You know, a lot of people don't really enter videos, doing videos, but yeah, no, that'd be good, I think. Murray said, yeah, that one's done and dusted. Yeah, I'm happy with that, but I definitely wouldn't mind doing more. Because this is one of the nice things. I'll tell you what I like the most about this. It was reasonably easy to do. Some of the things I do, they come out good in that. Fuck me, they take a long time to do. You know, sometimes some of them things I work on, I'm working on for weeks. you know. Double Sabu, yeah, dark wood if you can might put some grooves down the stick. I've got to get some of those trousers soon to prevent the ticks biting you. Yeah, definitely. One problem was I didn't have my size. That was the only thing. I had a look. I need to get my waist size, but also a short leg. Although the leg size doesn't matter that much if you can tie them up. Yeah, they didn't have nothing near my size when I looked. Well, not on the one you sent anyway. Plus, I got to wait till I get some money. But yeah, that'll be something that will, you know, that'll go on the to buy list. Very likely you could easily sell them sticks, a nice little income. Yeah, funny, and that's what Weapons I've said as well. And it would be economical for me to do it as well. If the sticks are cheap enough to buy, and it don't take long to make them, so it'd probably be worth doing. Pete said, yeah, that's why I want to make it easy. I want to try a spiral pattern. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. Doing round like that. You can tie them higher. Did you check other sellers, as quite a few sellers have MTP trousers? Now, I'll be honest with you, I didn't. I looked at that. I think when I looked, it was quite late. But I'll have a proper look soon. Thing is, I ain't got any money at the minute anyway. But as soon as I have some money, I'll go onto that link and then I'll have a proper look around. I didn't have a proper look because I thought by the time I've got the money, I'm not going to be on this still, you know what I mean? So did anyone do the second vote for the yeah, I think we did, didn't we? Yeah. So what has everyone been doing today then? I know some of you. Bullfrog, I see your brother is an experienced woodsman, trapper, cyclist. Yeah. Have you only just seen his videos then, Bullfrog, or have you known about his stuff for a while? Try Bullfrog, try building a 3-piece crossbow. I've got that written down on the to-do list, mate. I'll try that eventually. I reckon I could do it. Was it 3-piece or was it 4-piece? I reckon I could do a 3-piece one. With a bit of string as well. Yeah, once you have the money, try and find your size and proper British Army ones, not knockoff ones. Sometimes you can even get new MTP stuff still in packets. My MTP shirt was brand new. Oh, nice. Robbie says Saturday because you're going to be tired. Sunday. Know what you mean, Mike. It's a piss me trying to get 36-inch waist with a 30 leg. Yeah, I should get a bloody 26-inch leg. They're always sold out in jeans department. There seems to be a lot of short fat fuckers about. Yeah, I have to get worse from that. I have to get like the shortest leg you can bloody get. And sometimes I still have to turn up about fucking an inch on them. Pete said, yeah, sell the sticks, do it as a step-by-step manufacturing process to get a few done at a time. 20 quid each. Yeah. For that price, I think that'd be economical. I'd have to look up the postage. You know what I mean? Or start getting the wood somewhere else, or getting, maybe if you've got more than one, it might be cheaper. You know. Yesterday in a TV movie, I fired a corner shot with a Glock 17 at the good guys. Real rounds, then blank. I really love weapons now too. Oh, nice. What that for? Like being in a film then, was it? I think you've mentioned that before, haven't you? That you do that. Bullfrog, see Todd's channel. So boo. Gap did me a favour. Pocketful, right, mate? What is Todd's channel then? Is that what it's called? Or? Yeah, some trousers don't even advertise leg length, so I buy the waist size and they're inches too long for me. One good thing if they're too long, and I don't actually mind doing it, is I'll just turn them up. Or The trousers I'm wearing, I've turned them up myself. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Or if they've got the tie them up, but I didn't even bring my leg up high enough then to show you, did I? Some trousers, where they've been turned up by the manufacturing process, they have a little cavity where you can cut a little slit and put a string in, tie them up, like the string ties in combat trousers. So Grubby, Tesco and Sainsbury's are all the same. That size I need are always selling that too quick, mate. Pocketful, is that hard gin? No, just water tonight. I'm going to have a drink tomorrow, though. Not on the stream, though. Pete said, can I send you a link to some picture of my Facebook? Yeah, you'd have to... if you put them on here, I don't think I'll see them at all. Try and put one on here and I'll see if it comes up, and then I'll just copy and paste it. If not, if you've got Twitter, Twitter's the easiest way to instantly message me. Otherwise, email me. Or post them onto my Facebook. But there's no messenger on there. You just have to put it as a visitor thing. Tom said, see, now that you've got your pimp cane, you're already thinking about selling hose. Old Froggy makes crossbows. Oh, nice. Yeah, that face mace I made a half for, and Ash looks like with boiled linseed oil on it. Probably, yeah, Tesco and Sainsbury's are shit. What was that? Yeah, the camo trousers I just turn or tie them up. A little bit longer is good for fitting over boots as well. I have a Swiss alpenflies now and not faded at all, just the trousers are a tad long. Richard said, building stuff can be a pain. When you try building my 145-pound recurve bow, the riser snapped and hit me in the face after I just bought an alloy riser for 40 quid. I was done with it. Yeah, I bet that was a pain in the ass. Barry said, did you newly stick that baseball bat up there? What that one? No, maybe you just couldn't see it before. Yeah, that one, and that's got a Serene Madness. You know, Serene Madness is Serene Madness sticker on it. Prep for it. Heading to work. Take care. Good chatting. Yeah, see you later, mate. Have a good day at work. Pocketful, I'm looking for a date on here. Am I on the wrong side? I think so. I think you are. Well, I don't know who you're going to find on here. A load of weapon-loving blokes by the looks of it. And the odd woman. I think my demographics is something like 98% men. So yeah, all depends what you're looking for. Robbie, you're definitely in the wrong place unless you're a prison boy. Yeah, if you're looking for a woman, you ain't gonna find many on here. I think you know what, I think I get one female who comments on videos, but I get more of them on here. It's still like 10 to 1. You know what I mean? Dumbledore Blue said, Trev, aka VidKid, messaged me on Facebook if you're still on here, mate, and I'll try and help you join in the discussion. Be on till about 1:30. Pocketful 2% women. There's a chance then, yes. Not much of a chance, but Barry said, I know a few women who like spiky objects. So. It's been a good night tonight. I was in a fucking foul mood earlier, really pissed off. I burnt my fucking hand on some boiling water, and I was trying to cook the bloody dinner. I was having a right on, when everything's fucking up and you're just going a bit bloody sort of mental. Pete said, just sent you a Facebook link through Twitter. Cheers, mate. What was it? Pictures to show me or to share to other people? Robbie said, those northern birds, a little prick or two for a bag of chips. That sounds good. That's nice and cheap at least, isn't it? Pocket full, what did you cook for dinner? It was Mexican, so we had, what's the one? Enchiladas, spicy potato wedges, corn on the cob, that's when I burnt my hand, and some tortilla chips to go with it, with some guacamole and some salsa. Yeah, and I burnt my hand with the fucking getting the bloody corn on the cob off the hob. I'm so, but I know a few spiky whipping too. How many trips to the chemist do you think it'll take me tomorrow before I get that sorted out my bill? That sounds like one of them tongue twisters at first. How many trips to the chemist? I don't know. Hopefully one, but maybe 5. Pete said both if you like. All right. I don't know if I won't be able to show them on here still. I can do that link though, can't I? Oh, sorry, I'm getting confused now. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, sorry, Peach. Yeah, you sent me the link to share on here so everyone can look, didn't you? All right, hang on. I got confused for a second and forgot why you were sending me the link. Oh. Says here, sorry, this content isn't available right now. The link you followed may have expired, or the page may only be visible to an audience you're not in. Yeah, sorry, mate. I can't actually do it at the minute. I'll try and share it anyway. See if anyone else can see it. Anyone else see it? Robbie, got to stay positive, fella. Every day you're breathing and free is good. Yeah, I'll definitely, mate. Oh, no, I'm quite an happy person, you know what I mean? Wonderful Mexican, very Swiss. Yeah, we like a bit of exotic over here. Where I am. Murray said the Tesco pharmacy sucks, don't they? I'm sorry, look, but I love corn on the cob. Takes me hours getting the fucking stuff out of my teeth, though. Yeah. Microsoft is Lloyd's one. I haven't found a brand of chemist that is reliable. Yeah, ours is Boots, our local one. Murray said, I agree with you, mate. They're useless. Fuck knows how they become pharmacists. Robbie Weaponsmith, good luck. All I can say is, useless, lots of them. Pete says, shit, I'll make the post public. Don't mind if people know my Facebook, to be honest. Weaponsmith would be a great job to sit on your ass and chat. That's all they do when they're taking my prescriptions. Melanie, Rob, night, all great streams, all that. Good night, mate. Bonus after you must log in. There's a local pharmacy around here is reliable. You can rely on them bugging things up every time. I'm so Bruno, Link's dead for me. Yeah, Link dead on it. Just Jumble so Boo to be talking about kinks. Stu, right, mate? He said, Mike, mate, do you remember the old gat guns? They were pretty shit, but they came with darts that was better than pellets. Yeah, I'm always trying to find that bloody... I've got one of them darts somewhere, and I can never bloody find it. But I'll find it out one day. Yeah, I just love the old gat guns. Oh, Frog, to weapon and stuff, 93. That GERD thing you said about, did you always have it, or did it just suddenly happen? Gaviscon is what I use for heartburn, although I rarely get it. Pete, just change it. Should work if you repost it now. Right, hang on. I'll just test it quickly. Oh, nice. Yes, it does. Yeah, then. I just saw that. Nice. I'll have a proper look in a second, mate. So Peter's link should work now. Bones of the kinks. Living on a thin line is very relevant now. Yeah. And also, that was my first air pistol. I forward the note. From my mum to buy one. The darts were awesome on the Gap. Robbie, Stuart Robinson. I had a pistol and a rifle. Funny little guns. I Bullfrog. The video is Dark Age Crossbow on Todd Oshimi channel. All right, mate. I'll check that out. Now, that is very nice, Callum. I do like that. Is that the that's the head you were showing once, wasn't it? Did you make that handle as well? Yeah, I like that. That's very nice. Good handle. Very nice. Great work on that. Runs off by GERD is more of a medical thing. Took Gaviscon the day I was hospitalised and did fuck all to help me. The tablets I'm on, I have one to stop taking after a month to see what happens. And there's a lot of long-term health effects. I get stuck on them. GERD has got worse over the years, but has heartburn problems for a couple of years. Pete said, yeah, I did. The head is from Todd stuff. Yeah, I think I looked that up in one of the streams when you and Liam showed me it once, I think. He said, Mace looks nice until Facebook redirects me. What's it redirect you to then? Oh, said that head on the Mace looks like a Simpsons character. I'm sorry, but I remember the corpse on the Gap were crap, but loved the flying swatter attachment. I've never seen that out of the accessories kit. It's just a shame it took ages to reload the darts and pellets. The swatter thing I've never seen. Yeah, I like that Mace. Pizza, very nice. When stuff, do you know this person? Send them a friend request. Oh, that'll bollocks, yeah. Yeah, I had to remove the messaging thing from my Facebook. It was getting like spammed like constantly all day long with stuff that I couldn't, like, you know what I mean? Just bollocks basically. So, you know, so I had to sacrifice the people who actually messaged me on there. But the people who know, they could just, you know, they just email me anyway, you know what I mean? The email's fine for messaging me, and Twitter. Because the bloody YouTube YouTube Messenger is not even worth using, is it? It doesn't even tell you that you've got a message. Peach, yeah, only use a wood rasp and a tenon saw. Rasps are amazing, so quick. Fucking sandpaper. Fuck sandpaper. Well, as you know from my video making this, saw what I used. Rasps. Rasps are brilliant tools. You know, you use a little bit of sandpaper at the end just to smooth things out, but yeah. Oh, I love a good old rasp, I tell you. So did I. Some sort of problems and other crap. Very rarely got real messages. Yeah. Facebook, it was just constant spammed with crap, so I had to turn the messages off of there. YouTube messages is just completely pointless. You just have to check it once a week just to see if you've got something. And it turns out you have, and someone's been waiting for replies for like a week. So completely pointless that they don't give you any notifications. Probably Facebook FBI book. Yeah, exactly. When so I need a new rasp. The one in the shed did nothing when I was using it on the halberd. Tell you what, you ought to have a look in car boot sales. They probably do them really cheap now anyway. But I bet you could get a load of that kind of stuff from a car boot sale. Even the old rusty ones should be all right. Pete said, don't be an arse. Spin that rasp. Very dangerous tool. Murray said, I use a Dremel far too much. It's so easy to use. I use it on my World War I trench club. Nice. Well, I wouldn't mind. I would use a Dremel. I just ain't got one. You know me. I'll go old school and everything. You know what I mean? If I could get away with, well, I do. Sometimes I don't even use a drill to make holes in metal. I'll just get a bloody punch, a nail punch, and if it's thin enough metal, you can just bloody punch through it. Yeah, that's how old school I go. Don't even drill unless I have to. Stuff, it's like an assault cheese grating, yeah. Bye, Bullfrog. Got to go. Have a good night. I'll see you later. Cheers for joining, mate. Grab myself a belt sander would be useful for me. And here's my bench grinder for light woodwork. Yeah, definitely. That one I got, I think I got with some of the it was one of the crowdfunders I did, didn't I? For making the pry bars, but it wasn't good enough for the pry bars because the pry bars are quite hard. Well, they're hardened steel, so it didn't really work for them, but it still worked for other things. I'll use it. You know, it was good for this. It's good for getting a nice smooth edge to prepare stuff, you know. And turn my telly off. There's something bloody distracting on it. She's making me look up at it. Jumbo Salbro might just sent you 2 pictures of the Gap fly swatter. What's that on email, mate? I'll have a look later. You haven't sent me any messages lately, have you, that I've read and not replied to, have you? I second going to second-hand car boot. He's loved loads of tools. Yeah, definitely. Pete said, this man doesn't need metal dusters. He can punch holes in metal with his naked fists. I ain't quite that good. I do use a hammer, but got the itchy nose again. Richard Smith, even old rasp can still shred wood well to a degree. Yeah, maybe the one Liam was using big enough teeth. I tell you, you want a really nice rough file, you know, for woodwork, you know, for getting a lot of material off. Yeah, and have you seen the Gat Air off? I don't think I have. Yeah, on email. Yeah, check your emails. Well, that's the problem. I check it and then I think, oh, I'll reply later. Wolfrog, do you think when the collapse shit advanced situation happens, do you think it would be hard to survive with a medical condition? The gout, for example. The gout would be fine because it's purely down to diet, and the gout is notorious as a rich person's disease, or you know, I don't know if it's disease, but you know what I mean. And the only time it would affect you, I think, is if you was trying to survive down the coast and was eating a lot of fish. That's all it is, really. If I don't eat shit like prawns, gravy, thick gravy, stuff like that, it wouldn't affect me. I don't know if other people get gout naturally, if you know what I mean. Mine was brought on by diet. I was just eating too much shit like prawns and. Well, one day I'd had lobster soup for my bloody starter. This was Christmas Day, right? And 2 days later I'd gout. Christmas Day we had lobster for a starter, prawns for a second starter. I had loads of gravy on my dinner. And then that evening we had a buffet, and all I was eating was bloody prawns. So for that, the gout wouldn't affect me. But if you ask Liam, and also like someone with diabetes, yeah, I think it would affect them quite a lot. You know what I mean? Remember stuff, yeah. Teeth on mine did look very short. Maybe it was a fine rasp then. They're not a bastard rasp. I think you mean, yeah. I don't know the technical names of things. And yeah, that's the reason I don't prep long term, because my health would collapse without my prescriptions. Yeah, I think the gout would be fine because at the minute it doesn't. You wouldn't know there was anything wrong with me at all. It's if it flares up, it makes that joint on your big toe really, really painful. And if it keeps happening, it gets worse and worse. At the minute, I wouldn't know there was anything wrong with me or had been. Yeah, I think people like diabetes and that, yeah, it definitely would. It would affect you bad, wouldn't it? But yeah, unless I was living down the coast surviving, I reckon I'd be all right for the gout, definitely. Mr. Dapling, ailment. Don't say bullshit, fan. I'm type 1 diabetic, wouldn't last long. Mr. Duckblink, yeah, my mate had it, and it's seafood that sets him off. Oysters, especially, yeah. So all I do now, I watch out how much I drink because it can be drink as well, and I don't eat no fish or seafood now, and I've had nothing since. Oh, seen you. All right. Seen your name on the thing yet? Richard Smith, try looking for farrier rasp. Mine has around 4 mil high teeth. Murray said, I have diabetes, I'd be fucked. Robbie said, I've seen you wrong channel, lol. Pete, if you get a rasp used by farmers for horseshoes, they are massive. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Liam, I'll have a look up some of the ones I've got and I'll send you the names to them. Because I just know them as rasps, rough rasp. You know what I mean? But there are proper names for them. Dumble Sabu said, why don't penguin and sea lion get gout? Don't know. Maybe their kidneys are different. Grubby, gout is a form of arthritis caused by excessive uric acid in the bloodstream. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Weapons have cheers. We'll get one before I do another woodwork. Job. Bushcrapping, how did you learn all your wood workshop skills? Tell you what, mate, it was just from looking at things and thinking, I want one of those, I'm going to try and make it. And I would just look at tools and I'd try that on something, try something else. Yeah, never been taught, it was just trying stuff. You know what I mean? That's why you'll see me use sometimes something no one would use for this certain way of doing things. You know, I've been known to cut metal with a wood cutting saw, and it works. You know, with the bigger, you know, if it's soft enough metal, the bigger teeth cut through it quicker. Murray said horseshoes as a weapon. Yeah, that fucking hurt. Bullfrog, Jack Striker would probably survive in his bug out spot with ease, but it's more of a challenge for those with medical conditions. Yeah, and it's finding a decent place as well. But I would struggle, I think, to find a place. You know what I mean? I can't really think of anywhere around here where there's, you know, I'd definitely have to travel to find a decent place. Oh, Senior said, any of you guys lift? I don't anymore, mate. I used to. Too lazy for it now. Grubby said, uric acid is a chemical created when the body breaks down substances called purines. Food with high content purines include liver, anchovies, mackerel, dried beans, peas, and beer. Yeah, I'll tell you what I used to eat a lot of, Grubby. I used to eat a lot of anchovies, prawns. I used to have extremely thick gravy on things. Commercial gravy is one of them. Yeah, and beer. Now I'll just drink vodka. Pete said no, but I need to lift, that is. Grubby said, yeah. We lift up mincers, drop them on their heads. We're scrapping. I want to do that hunted program. Got it all planned out in my head. Yeah, I've watched that and I thought I could definitely do better than them people. I'll tell you that. One's on it. I was thinking of the fog the other day and bought a massive book to read on the history of the wreckers, false lights and all that. Should be a great read. That sounds interesting. You'll have to tell us about that. You may have to do a video of that when you get it. Murray said, if you get an infection, you'd be fucked. No antibiotics. Our bodies rely too much on pills and stuff. Yeah, that's true. You have to be very, very careful. Rumble Sabu, knowing my luck, if I were to throw a horseshoe at somebody, it would act like a boomerang and knock me out. Pete said, yeah, they started crying and calling their mums rubbish. Yeah, some of them are completely thick as shit on there, like utterly ridiculous things. Simon said, I'm in the city. If shit hit the fan, it would be best to stay and travel less populated areas. Might be riots in the city. Oh, I'd definitely get out of the city, definitely. Pete said, yeah, it came today. Not Pete, weapon stuff. Came today, 2 days after second class post, about £2.80 for a big hardback. Yeah, that's good, that is. Yeah, luckily with the gout, it's a sort of, what can I compare it to? But yeah, it's a strange thing. It only really affects you if you do the things that make it happen. you know. I suppose the only way I could describe it is like migraine. If you have migraines that are set off by certain food, it's like that really. And if you don't eat those foods, all I've got to do is not eat those foods, drink lots of water, plenty of water, and I shouldn't get it again. And it doesn't affect me now either, you know. When you've got it though, I'll tell you, it's fucking painful. But the good thing is, I'd rather avoid those foods, try and eat more healthily anyway, which I'm trying to do anyway. You know, so it's all good anyway. You know, it's all better for my health, you know, better for the long run. Stu said, do you think you'd do better bugging in? I don't know. All depends where you live, what kind of situation. You know what I mean? But I don't know. What kind of stuff you've got in your house. That's another thing. I definitely think it all depends where you live and that. Witchcraft. I always wondered how bad society has to be before looting is ethical. Like in an apocalypse. Yeah, I don't know. That Blake said, look at the London riots. People were crazy looting. Didn't take much. No. And then there was, in other cities, it was happening just for the sake of it. Robbie, I'm out, fella. Stay safe, stay strong. Keep doing what you're doing. Cheers. Nice, mate. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I'm going to be off in 15 minutes anyway. So, yeah, cheers for joining in. Peak concurrent was still 33, but that's good. I may have to write down that one. I want to see what the most I ever have in one time. Pete said off topic. Well, still about survival, but I get pocket bellows as a lifesaver. You can start a fire with damp wood and use it on charcoal barbecues. Really good. Compact design. Could make your own. Yeah, I don't think I've seen them. I know what bellows are, though. I don't think I've seen the actual pocket bellows. I have to look that up. Harry Senior, I don't know if bugging out would be very effective in the UK. Too small. Yeah, you'd have to know a remote place, a proper remote place. You know, I don't know. One of them things, you'd just have to try it and hope for the best, wouldn't you? Richard Smith said, would Kevlar motorbike trousers have any stab or cut defence? Would seem an ideal leg wear. Yeah, I think that would be quite good. Murray said, looting happens even when you have peaceful rallies. Yeah, exactly. Also, looks like an American looting comes under martial law. You would be shot if you did it. Bullfrog, I don't have any medical conditions, mate, just depression, but I ignore it and blank it with stuff such as the Uprix M4. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't have any health conditions apart from the gout thing, which is like a non-thing anyway. You know what I mean? I think in a shit hit fan situation, you probably wouldn't get it at all. Unless, like I said, unless you were being forced to eat loads of prawns, stuff like that, which I don't think you'd get your hands on. Yeah, but they say it's like a rich person's disease. First thing the doctor said to me was, you know, Henry VIII would have probably had this. I said, yeah, that's what my dad said. Yeah, there was videos of people looting all over Europe with the recent snow. Lots of people will do it as soon as they know the police will be slow to respond. Tom said, if shit hit the fan, I'd be nervous about other people. I've played Rust. I don't want to be killed on sight for my gear. No, I would be very paranoid of other people. Yeah, I wouldn't have nothing to do with anyone else. You know what I mean? Tom said, if I ain't worth getting a bullet in your head for the sake of a 50-inch plasma TV. Yeah. Bushcraft, and I meant more how hungry would I have to be before I didn't feel bad? Oh, yeah, I don't know. About 3 days. Pete said the pocket bellows is a collapsible metal tube that you blow into and the small end goes closer. Oh, I have seen them. Yeah, I have seen them. Yeah. No, I actually have. Yeah, no, I remember now. Yeah. Roman stuff. The Prince Regent had it because he ate excessively. He was described as a sausage stuffed into socks. Fuck's sake. Yeah, that's what it, that's I didn't realise until recently, and it dawned on me. I thought, oh my god, that's why I got it that day. That day, like I said, I'd had lobster, and I worked it out. I probably had like a whole entire meal of just prawns. When you added up all the fucking prawns that I'd been eating that day. And then a couple of days later, I had a drink, and that's what set it off. That like tipped it over the edge. And then I must have done it because at that time I didn't know. I didn't know that was how you got gout. I knew it was from eating certain things, but I didn't know all you had to do was not eat them things. Diamond said the London riots had that viral picture of the chav stealing basmati rice. I remember that. Fucking idiots. Pete said prawn stars. Fuck's sake. Diamond said, but if it kicked off, I would evacuate to a place remote where nobody else was. Trust nobody. No, exactly. Well, stuff. There was a Swedish king that died after eating a massive banquet. I've read list of weird deaths. Some are really strange. No, I don't think I have read that. Still laughing about teaching out his fucking prawn stars. Oh god, that'd be me, prawn star, definitely. Trust me to get some fucking disease where it's excessively eating fucking expensive fucking food. Poorest bloke everyone knows. It looks terrible, doesn't it? Like I'm making out I've got no money and I sat there eating prawns and lobsters. But scrapping, I don't think you would have to go far and shit hit the fan. Not many people would even think of bugging out. No, I must admit, that's one thing, yeah. There probably wouldn't be that many people doing it compared to the whole population. There wouldn't be that many people really prepared. I don't know anyone. If I talk to any of the people I know to see, none of them would be prepared for anything. Not one of them, but like Malk would obviously, but no one. I can't think of a single person I know who would be prepared for a shit hit fan situation. Who I know not from Facebook, you know what I mean? YouTube. They're not Z, they couldn't hit an elephant at that. I'm so boo. On your gravestone it says a star is prawn. Sake. Not anymore, I don't touch him. And do you know what my birthday dinner used to be? Every year was a prawn paella. And this year I had to say no. Actually, I think if it kicked off, most people would join factions. Yeah. You said if you're going to get to fuck when shit hit fan, you need a motor. Well, I'll tell you one thing we've got here that's a good advantage. 2 crew cab tipper lorries. So we could pack loads of shit in the back of them and the whole family in the cabs. You know what I mean? Pitching out, prawn to be wild. I'm going to have that tattooed on my arm now. My motto, prawn to be wild. Well, it was my motto. A car wouldn't be much use if everyone jams the roads trying to evacuate. Yeah, no, that's a good point as well. You'd have to get out early, wouldn't you? Mum said you and Matt would be legends after the war. One knows trapping, the other knows his gear. Oh, you saying about that, Matt? He got recognised the other day while he was out. But he said he wasn't sure if the bloke actually recognised him or he might have thought it was me. He never actually said. The bloke just said, I subscribed. It was in a garage and the bloke said, I subscribed to you. Yeah. One of us got recognised recently. But no one said on here that they recognised me, so it probably was Matt. Murray said a farmer up the road has a helicopter. I'm getting in that. I only laughed because I thought that the thought of getting an helicopter if you can't fly it. Like that. I don't even really need to survive that long in shit fan, just long enough than everyone else. Yeah. Bullfrog, I'll cover my car tank in a big ginny net and live in it in the forest. I can sleep in it with supplies and space for one woman and two if they're Asian. We're scrapping and you're safe. Anyway, what's the difference between a prawn? I needed to say a shrawn and a primp. Prawn and a shrimp. I have no idea. I don't know. One's English, one's Australian. I don't know, or American. I don't actually know. I don't think there is. How Senior? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to hide? Nowhere, because there's no one. Oh, you left. That light flickering, can you see it? I read that completely wrong. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to run? Where are you going to hide? Nowhere. Because there's no one like you left. Peter Natter, 007, Prawn Connery. Yeah, these are all my enemies. That'd be my arch enemy. I'd have to be a Bond villain who hates Prawn Connery. Yeah, I fucking love prawns, though, but no, I don't touch them. It's like teasing me now. Not you, but prawn to kill. Stuart Robinson, don't fancy walking all the shit you're going to need with you. Yeah. I've seen you from Body Snatchers, that line. Ah, right. Not been prawn over brains. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm going to have to go off in about 5 minutes, so if I don't say. I'll check the voting for the Sunday night or Saturday day. At the minute, it's 5 each. So it all depends what's on that. What do you call it? Poll. Harry Senior prawns are dead. Yeah, my favourite food, and I can't eat it. Oh well, there's always something else, isn't there? Pete said, "Don't watch District 9.5." Fucking prawns, man. I forgot about that. That's one of my brother's favourite films. That is. Yeah. So I'll wrap this up a bit now. So I may be on Richard Smith. Oh no, I didn't get a chance to watch it, mate. It's in my subscriptions though. Weapon stuff. Can you eat prawn crackers? That's one thing I don't know, and I have actually tried some though recently. I tried a couple. Because I think it said like it didn't seem like there's a lot of prawn in it. It said there's like 10% prawn in it, but I did have some. But I wouldn't risk eating a whole packet. I tell you that. No, she said we've done so. But I once had crabs. That was the last time I got a message go. I could have done a dirty joke then, but I'm not gonna about going down. I wouldn't be able to do that, would I? Pete said, "Sorry to tease you, but that's funny." No, I didn't mean you was teasing me. I just meant the actual all the prawns I love, and I can't eat them now. Such a tease for me. Yeah, so I may be on tomorrow or Saturday day or Sunday night. Drew said, "Night, mate. Bullfrog prawn crackers are Asian, just so everyone knows." Yeah, so yeah, it all depends what the vote is. If I'm on tomorrow, it's more likely that I'll be on tomorrow, but than the Sunday night thing. Because if I'm hungover, the chance I might not be on because I just won't be able to bear to do a live stream hanging. I can't. Sometimes I can't even talk to people, but I don't plan to get that drunk anyway. So yeah, we'll see what the vote says. Right, I think that's it, innit? I hope you all like the stream. Thanks for all joining in. I've had a good time. This has been a good one. I've really enjoyed tonight. Time flew by, so I know it's good. The time really flies by. So yeah, so see you later, Murray, Jumble Sabu, Peach, Stu, Bullfrog, Liam, Dead Not Z, Jumble Sabu, everyone. And I'll check all the messages you've all sent. Who've said they've sent me things. See you later, Simon. Yeah, so might see you tomorrow in the afternoon, or I might see you Sunday night, and then it should be back to normal for a month, you know, unless there's something going on. All right, see you later.